Hey guys, I'm depressed about something. Hey mods, babe, you're funny. Um, I just looked at myself and saw myself. Hey Puka Vista. Well, let me say hi first. Hey Robin Miners under her other account. Hey Charlene, Charcoal Ninja. Otherwise, I'll get behind and I want to say hello, and then I'll say what I'm depressed about. Hey Haggis. Do I have lipstick on the teeth? No. Diana H. Welcome in, babe. Hey Kathy Burkhart. Hey Hunbun. Hey Jennifer Ogle. Allie, welcome in. Hey Gemini girl. Punky, you can sit up here if you'd like. Punky, you can sit up here. Why don't you come up here though? Okay, come on. Thank you. Uh hey Donna Cooper. Jojo made it. I love that. Let's see. Jen Finberg. Hey babe. Hey Tiffany Murfitt. Baby lily pad. It is so hot here. I'm not going to complain about it though. Hey Huxley. Hang on just a second, guys. Thank you. I'm going to have him let the cat out. Heather in the library. Hey, Renee B. Nikki, Ohio. Blessed Gloria. Hey, Hope Between the Dreams. Ghost Rider. Thank you. Hey, Deb H. RN. Thank you so much. Thanks, Hux. You have beautiful skin. Nikki, Ohio. That is such a nice thing to say. I need her to go. So can you pick her up? Because she's just going to sit there. Okay, thanks. I didn't want her to just sit there and cry and make noise. I'm a big believer in skincare. Like there are some things that we don't get cheap on, and it's not expensive skincare. I use Paula's Choice, but that was recommended to me. Oh, he's so friendly, and he's a great guy. He's a good person, and he's smiley, and he eats a cat poops. It's not expensive. It was recommended to me by a doctor I used to work for, and it really works with my skin. And a lot of the ladies in our chat have bought it and used it and love it. So thank you for saying that, Nikki. Hey, Liz Tricks. Hey, Joanne Holly. Tammy. Love you, babe. Good for you, Tammy. Let's see. Thanks, babe. Hey, Roddy Mom, Cheap Chick. God, you made us laugh the other day. Hey, Hockey Smash, Catherine B. I hope you're doing okay. Jen Finberg, love you, girl. Hey, do and be better. Kiki's here. Amy Edge, I love that picture that you posted of yourself. It was so pretty. Hey, Heather. Bada bing, bada boom. My God, I love your name. I don't know if you're a Sopranos fan, but I am a huge fan of the Sopranos. And I don't know if that's why that's your name, but I love that name. Hey, MLG Gamer. Hi, gorgeous. Having a proper poo-poo day. I love you. What does that mean? Like you're regular today? Does that mean that it's coming out like it's supposed to? Good for you. You know, I find that as you get older, I celebrate those days too, Lydia. And thanks for being a member. Like when I poop regularly, and I'm like, oh, like when I don't have to like try, or if it's overly regular. But when you just have a regular day, it's sad the things that you really are grateful for as you age. You're like, oh my God, that came out normally. Like I don't feel backed up. I get you. I get it. Unless that was just a weird British term and it had nothing to do with pooping because Lydia's British. I don't know. I don't speak the British. Iwa, welcome in. Hey, Miss Sassafras. I don't know what that was. Hey, Philip Wright. Philip Wright is hungover. That sucks, my friend. Well, you sweet Canadian, you just hang in there, brother. You take an Advil or whatever you drinkers do, because I'm not sure. Hey, Riley's Human. Carmela Cannoli, speaking of The Sopranos. Hey, Abigail, Yawn made it. Debbie Zito. Am I really behind? Dang it. Hey, Pat Jonas. I'm a believer in exfoliation. I use 3 different exfoliants, not harsh ones. I'm not a believer in the harsh ones, even though like twice a year I do the harsh ones, but I use I use all 3 of her exfoliants. I alternate every single day and night with her exfoliators, and it's changed my skin. Hey, just as I am. Why is this not working? Excuse me. It's starting to get low. It gave me a little notification. Paula's Choice is on your bathroom shelf. Sunscreens are great too. I also get her moisturizer with SPF. Is it 50? 30. It's in a pink bottle, and I always take that with me to Ecuador. I don't use it every day here because I use a different sunscreen for my face every day here. It doesn't work well with my makeup, and so I wear it mainly in Ecuador. Hey, whine a little bit more. Hope it's pretty much not pretty much all of my skincare is Paula's Choice. My makeup is not Paula's Choice because she doesn't make makeup, which actually that's what I kind of love about Paula's Choice. I like that it's only a skincare line and it's very affordable. And she does sales all the time. I stock up on Black Friday for the year and I'm good. And she always does like spend $100, get 6 free, blah, blah, blah. Like I have a lot of Paula's Choice that I've gotten just for free because I get it when it's on sale. You sold me on Paula's Choice. I wish I was a sponsor for that company. I wish they were sponsoring me, is what I'm trying to say. I wanted to try Paula's Choice. Love your serial killer glasses and necklace stack. Heather, thanks for noticing. You know, I like mixing a little Dahmer with a little girly. You know what I'm saying? I know you do. I know you get it. You know who else would get it? Maisie Shiloh. Is Maisie here? No, because she's busy watching true crime. She only thinks about herself. Hey, Lupita. Watching an ad. Don't talk without me. All right, we'll just be quiet for a minute. Actually, that's too late. That was 2 minutes ago. Huxley is so cute. I miss my guys. They're 28 and 30. Oh my God. That's going to be weird. Huxley's already 16 and a half. In 10 years, he's going to be 26 and a half. Will he know me then? Like, will he care? Oh, it wasn't poop related. Sorry about that. I tend to make things awkward. I love The Sopranos. Hey, Becky USA. Hey, Buffy. Carrie Hoberg, welcome in. Hey, Rain. Courtney Ann made it. Just found you live. Nancy Burr, 9844, welcome in. I love the 44. Probably doesn't mean the same to me as it does for you, but welcome, and I already love it. That's amazing, Carmela. That's so cool. Yeah, Robin uses Paula's Choice. Wasn't that Gertie short so cute? I'm so glad somebody loved it. I knew Armine did too. Hey, Power Lies to Paralyze. Hey, Bohemian Luciferian Witch. It's embarrassing. I use soap and water than face oil. Okay, you know what? Don't say that because, hey, Christian, everybody's skin is super different. And if you were, hey, Stella, oh my God, I've missed you. On Friday night, when I first saw Tori for the first time, she had amazing skin. Like some people have incredible skin and they're like, I follow my grandmother's routine, soap and water. There's nothing wrong with that. Most likely I'm just blowing money on stupid stuff and I say it works. Probably not though. I feel like it works pretty well. I do like the outcome of my skin when I use that skincare. But some skin and hair and everything needs a little more help than other people. Some people need a little bit more chemical help to make things work. And some people just have really good skin. So I wouldn't say that. Honestly, I wouldn't say that. Sometimes good old soap and water is like why people have amazing skin, right? Because if you think about it, 50 to 100 years ago, my grandmother had my grandmother had beautiful skin. She's from Italy. They didn't have vitamin C serum and niacinamide or whatever it is I'm using. I don't even know how to pronounce some of the stuff. So don't cut yourself short is all I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Hey, Susie with an S. Loved you and Tommy last night. Elaine, welcome in. That was a great, great show last night. It was heavy, I think more for Tommy than me, honestly. That's kind of what I want to talk about today. And Elaine, thank you. And thank you to the new people who've come over since then. I picked up a lot of new subscribers last night. And I just want to say thank you for the support. The connection means everything to me. It is my love language. Hey, Linda Perales, HBH. Last night before you got to Tommy's Live, I had shared that HBH stands for His Blood Has Washed Me Clean. First letter of each word, and my name is Marianne. Oh my God, I didn't see that. I love that. Thank you. That's so cool. I like when you guys explain what your names mean. Thank you for that. Thank you, Marianne. Hey, Marie Marion. Hey, Mimi. Mimi, prayers for your dad. And don't ever apologize for not being here, guys. You all have a life. I totally get it. I see you when I see you, and I'm grateful for when I see you. Allie, that is such a nice thing to say. I love having you here, Allie. I mean it. Hey, Just Jen. Real Slick, welcome. No Face. Every time I try to think about myself, I interrupt me. I hear that a lot. Lupita, that's hilarious. Is Paula's Choice cheaper on her website? I would always buy Paula's Choice on her website. Debbie Zito, like she has deals. Like if you click, it'll say like order and it's 20% off. I never buy it at Sephora. I'm kind of boycotting Sephora. I'm mad at Sephora because Sephora will do those things where it's like 15% off. Well, if you go directly to the companies, like my YSL primer, my Armani blushes, all of those are way cheaper directly on the website. So I would never buy Paula's Choice at Sephora unless you're standing in line at Sephora and you look to your left and you're like, oh my God, it's on sale here. Yes. You're giving me Carmela Soprano today, like 10 more gold bracelets. Tony, I can do her voice so well. Tony, I love Carmela Soprano. Hey, Sierra Terry, miss you, babe. Hey, Heather. Hey, Yankee Kyle, welcome in. There's Lydia again. Shit day, my mom fell, hurt my neck picking her up. Pulled back, putting a wheelchair together. She's fine. I'm dying, need sympathy. Love you. I am really sorry. I know your mom. We met her on the Zoom call and she's so sweet, guys. Please, if you pray, just send some prayers for Lydia and her sweet, sweet elderly mother in the UK. She's so cute. She was so cute when she came into that call. She's British, so she's automatically adorable, right? Just like her son and just like Lydia. And her mom was like, hello. She was like, I'm sorry, I'm not all made up. And we were like, are you kidding? Like she was so cute. I fell in love with her. And then that same Zoom call, we got to meet Sophia's brother. Sophia's in Germany. And we got to meet this mountain of a man. At least he looked like it on the Zoom call. And he had zero sense of humor, which was interesting. I kept trying to like kick humor his way. And like, he just was one of those people that I think it's because he's German. I don't know. Don't say anything. Lydia, I mean it. Prayers for your mom. And seriously, thank you for your super chat. Hey, Jeanette. I washed my face with soap and water and used CeraVe lotion. So that same doctor that recommended Paula's Choice to me also recommended CeraVe, but I've never used it, but I've heard really good things. Thank you, Roddy Mom. I will. Christian. Hey, Erica. Original Anne. I've always had the pores of a strawberry. Oh my God, Anne, stop. You're absolutely like Anne is one of those people who's not just pretty on the outside. Like she's so profound in her words and what she says on our Zoom call. I really, really missed her. I really, really missed her in the last Zoom call. That was the first one she missed. Thank you, Real Slick. Hey, Ruth Ann. Dang. Okay, I really got to catch up now. I'm sorry. I don't like, hey, Michelle Dry, when I get behind like this, because then I can't keep up with whatever your conversation is. Hey, P. Taylor, is Johnny okay? I was a little worried about him since he was mad and throwing things. I don't think he was really throwing things. He was very upset about it. Hey, Martin, the stream that we did last night. Brittany Malk, hi from Norway. Welcome in. Paula's Choice is a skincare line that most of us use in here now. He's fine. He's okay. Hey, Airwalker. Hey, Confident Joy. I asked about him after the stream, and then I talked to Tommy this morning, and he said he's fine. He said, just give me a little bit of a break before you guys do a part 2, which I thought was kind of sad. Those guys are cancer signs. They're deep. They're soft. They can be very soft, and they feel deep, and they're very kind people. And Johnny and Tommy both have that in common with women. They really don't like that, and kids, who doesn't? I mean, everybody has that in common. No one wants to hear about a kid being abused, right? Hey, Caroline in Canada, for me, it's also an animal. Hey, Natalie Strasser, or an old person. It is hard to rehear the story. Has Johnny never heard your story before? I guess he hadn't. I mean, I don't know if he's like ever in here lurking. And so I don't know. And Tommy told me that he had shared things with him. But he said, I never told him the entire story. So he was last night, I guess, sitting there listening, and it really upset him and affected him. And I understand. The guy has 3 kids, right? Thank you, Susan Cook. Love you, babe. Let me fix this watch. Hold on. I have it on too tight. There we go. Yeah, HBA, Marianne, he's working through things. Those guys are good processors. They both journal. I really don't worry about them. And plus they have each other. I've always been what's the word for that? Not definitely not jealous. Envious? Is that the right word? Hey, thought criminal of having a sibling like that. They're so close. Hockey smash, quite possibly. I mean, I would like to move to Ecuador at least part time. I would not be able to live in Ecuador ever, probably full time. Anyway, I always wish I had a sibling that I was that close to. It's amazing, and I admire what they have, their relationship. Yeah, Pat Jonas. Me too, Michelle Dry. I wish I had someone I was close to like that. Thank you, Cliff Ann. I love Ecuador, guys. I absolutely love Ecuador. There's nothing I don't love about it. I'd like to potentially get like a condo there. I just am weighing my options right now. I'm not in a hurry. My son is getting toward the end of 10th grade, as you guys know. No face. And here's the cool thing. I'm really kind of excited about the fact that like good for you, Yankee Kyle. I told you that yesterday. That was incredible. The future is bright, right? Like there's no, here's what I like. I'm so much more positive than I used to be. Has anybody noticed that? There's so like I just think anything can happen. I'm not like I don't feel like I'm in these like four walls and I'm like, well, we have these options. You have these three options and that's it. I don't feel that way anymore. I feel very like I can do anything. I don't know. I can do anything. The only thing I'm not going to do is take Huxley out of an American school when he's so close to the end of graduating high school, right? And I don't know what his, we've talked about it, but he doesn't have, hey, Cat, he doesn't really have any solid ideas or plans about what he wants to do for his future. So until I get him stabilized and I can feel good about it, do you see what I mean? A lot of you are in here are parents, and I'm excited for Huxley and I'm excited for his future, whatever it's going to be. And I want to be here for it. And I want to make sure that he gets a good send off into adulthood, if that makes sense. I don't want to shake his world. Hey, Megan Roberts. I love this example. You and Tommy are setting of partners not controlling each other and giving each other room to grow. For sure. That's the other reason that I admire Tommy a lot more than I used to, because I'm being totally upfront with you. We used to be a lot more controlling with each other, and we've both relaxed that greatly. Mine, I think, was a little bit of like residual effects from my third marriage and all that gesture stuff. Hey, Dylan. Hey, Dylan, it says, my youngest is just finishing up his freshman year. It's awesome they are not influenced by Scientology. Amen, brother. Dylan is a good friend of ours. He's in the ex-Scientology community. Hey, Sophia, thank you. Well, he still has 2 years to think about what he wants to do. Exactly, Joanne. And if you guys think about it, 2 years is nothing. It's going to be over. It's going to be over. I'm already going to be 42 in a few months. I'm like, what happened? So I don't, thank you, Chops World. Dylan, I'm so glad you're here because I want to say this. Hey, Lisa Palmer. I love when Dylan comes in. I love when we get like Liz Gale popped in yesterday. That was really cool. I like when ex-Scientologists can get along and we can, because we are so much better when we get along than not. That's how I see it. I see so much growth and healing opportunities for us because we speak each other's language. Like it's better than not. Are you around the same age? Who? Me and who? Tommy is going to be 56. I'm going to be 42. Hey, Carmela. I had to leave early last night, so I caught up this morning. Dylan, hold that thought. You are so brave, open, and honest and real. Wow. Hey, Crafty Carrie. So sorry you had to go through all of that. You and Tommy make a beautiful couple, by the way. That is so nice. Thank you, Carmela Cannoli. That I always want to say cannelloni, and I don't know why. Oh, you and Iris. Okay, Airwalker. Yeah, I'll be 42. I was born July 8th, 1984. Thank you, Carmela. That is such a nice thing to say. That is I love having you. I love these new people so much. I meant what I said, Dylan. I'm going to come back to you. But I have to say this, and thank you for that super chat. It means a lot. You have no idea, but thank you. I just want to say, good for you, Kyle. I just want to say that what I said last night and what I've been saying recently is the truth, right? You can believe me or not, but I crave connection now more than ever. I did not, looking back, this is all new stuff that I'm learning, but I did not, hey, little redneck, I did not get much connection my whole, definitely my childhood, but like growing up into adulthood, even it was always so, thank you, Rain. It was always so conditioned. Everything was based upon, everything was based upon conditions. So now I'm free. Hey, Auntie Janet says, like, I'm free. And meeting all these new people, this like flush of new people coming in, I actually have felt like lighter and healthier and everything in the last few weeks with all these new, they're not just like, it's not like the numbers went up, right? It's not like we're like, oh, good, we gained some subscriber count. No, like these people are energetic and it's like they've been here all along and they're our friends already. And I love the new names and learning about you guys. Taylor Miller, she's going to deliver now at 36 weeks. She told us yesterday. I've been thinking about her, right? Well, Lydia's not new, but we're praying for her mom. But just everybody that's bringing in all this, it just, I love it. I don't know how to say it, but I love it so much. It just adds layers like of community. And nothing makes me happier. No, I want this channel to grow, but for the right reasons. And these are the right reasons. I don't give a shit about numbers, but I give a shit about quality, not quantity. But I love that it's getting bigger with all these like naturally like-minded people. I'm not liking this lately. These lip stains. Are they like getting crappy? Are they going to, I feel like they like disappear right here. And maybe you guys don't even notice, but I do. Thank you, Martin. Yes, I love the new people. It's a welcomed refresh, Debbie. It is. It's just, and I know how you guys feel about it because most of you talk to me behind the scenes. Believe it or not, these hundreds of people in here either have my phone number or they have my email or they Facebook Messenger me. Now I'm behind on all three of those, but it doesn't change the fact that so many new people or so many current people are going, Reese, I'm loving the new people. And I'm like, me too. Was that too much? Was that over the top? Well, baby lily pad, I love that. I saw it on Facebook, actually. Happy birthday to you. I love that. Dylan says, I don't identify as belonging to any group. I didn't see what you said last night. Well, now I feel like I lost it and I told you to hold on. You don't identify as belonging to any group. Well, I don't think I'm trying to make it seem like you identify with belonging to a group. I think what I'm trying to say, Dylan, is it may not mean as much to you. Hey, Lisa Kelson, but it means a lot to me that we came from a similar background. I don't want to say the same place, even though you were a Scientologist and I was a Scientologist. It doesn't mean anything. What happened to Tori or Sterling or Liz Gale or you didn't necessarily happen to me. So I like to speak for me, right? But I still know that the basic stuff we share, which what I mean by that is like the language, right? Like there are certain things that we do have in common, whether we like it or not. I happen to like that. And it makes me feel like I'm in a better space when you show up in the chat. I'm like, oh my God, like hey, Heather, there's someone here that, let me put it to you this way. I would never have to explain anything to you about Scientology. That's a gift. To me, that's a gift that I can speak Scientology and you know exactly what I'm saying. May seem simple, but I like that. Hey, just Joan. I'm happy to talk to anyone about most anything. I get what you're saying and share in your sentiment. It's good to be able to talk to others. Yes. I guess that's all I was saying. There was more to it, but hopefully it comes back. But the point is, I've never felt more, okay, how do I want to say this? Sometimes the concept is there and I don't know how to say the words. Yeah, HBH, Marianne. Crafty Carrie, I thought you already were a member. Thank you for becoming a member, babe. That's so kind, guys. Thank you. I'm excited. If you can't tell, I feel excited. I feel excited about all the new people, and I feel excited. Look at that. Reese, I told my therapist about you. You're such a bubbly person. How I wish I could come with things like you. She said I have a different personality and that's fine. It's more than fine. She's absolutely right. But here's the good thing, Charlene. You have a friend in me. So just because you process things differently, Crafty Carrie became a Gertie member. Oh my God, does that mean you're coming to the Zoom? Thank you. Crafty Carrie, that means a lot. I would love to meet you. Hey, Lady O. Charlene, the beautiful thing is that's what makes this all work, right? So your therapist is absolutely right. It's okay. And you fit in so perfectly into this chat, this community. We love you and we welcome you and we admire you. I would love that, Crafty Carrie. Yeah, Iwa. So banks in Ecuador are a half-hour visit every time. If you can't do it on the ATM, you better take a whole chunk of your day. That's true, and that sucks. Exactly. Thought criminal. And by the way, happy early birthday. I saw your comment. I'm quiet and introverted too, and nothing's wrong about that. Absolutely. Like that's what makes us all mesh really well. Trust me, you wouldn't want it to be any other way. I really, really like the different gifts that all of you possess. That's how I look at it. Quiet and introverted, that's a gift. Like if you look at it the right way, to me, that's a gift. Everybody possesses different gifts. Buffy, you are not at all. Confident joy, that's horribly sad. And I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. You're always welcome here, my friend. Yeah, SoCal Joy, they were. Hey, Laureen Brown, welcome in. Really cool to have a place to visit. Half live at half live. Not really so tourist filled, both. Yes. If you're talking about Ecuador, yes. I love going to Ecuador. I just, like I say, I'm going to let Huxley finish high school and I'm going to let Huxley decide what he wants to do with his life. And that takes priority. And in the meantime, I can go back and forth. I can do anything. And that's what I want to talk about today. It's strange that we were on the same foundation board, yet we have never really talked. That speaks to the compartmentalization of that structure. It's nice to be free to move about the cabin. That is strange. I've never considered that. Did I have friends in high school? 9th grade? No, I rode the city bus to school, Martin. There was a couple other people on it that I made friends with. Hey, Jill Turner. I never thought about it that way, Dylan. Thank you, Laureen Brown. We were on the same foundation, but Dylan, from what I recall, we only had one meeting ever. Do you remember that? Were you there for that? God, it was so long ago. I think it was a Zoom. Weren't we like on a Zoom call and we could all see each other? Free to move about the cabin. Yeah, it is odd. It is odd, but I'm glad I'm not on it anymore. And I never was comfortable on it, and it made me feel weird every time. So I'm glad I'm free to move about the cabin with whatever I want to do. But you're right. It's a little strange that like I didn't get to know any of those people on that board. Who else was on it? Did I know the other people? I only met Jenna in that call. So no, I don't know her. I mean, I wouldn't say I know Liz, but she was on that call. Is that the meeting that Christy quit after? Yes, if that's her name. There was a lady that quit after that meeting. It was a shit show from the get. Yeah, I mean, well, looking back, Dylan, we see that, right? We see the behavioral patterns and just all the patterns. And I think it's a huge red flag when like 10 people quit and leave. I mean, there's obviously something going on there. And I'm glad that we're not a part of it anymore for sure. Understood. Riley's Human says, Reese, I love you with all my heart, but I find it very hard to listen to the stories of little Reese being abused like that. Sometimes it just gets to be too much and I tune in later. Riley's Human, don't ever apologize for that. And that's a version of what's called self-care, in my opinion. That's self-care. I totally understand. To me, the equivalent of that is that Sarah McLaughlin commercial for the Humane Society of the United States. I don't watch TV anymore, but I have seen that commercial enough times in my life that if it were to come on, I would walk away. I cannot watch any kind of animal abuse stories like that at all. So that doesn't make us bad people. That's called self-care. And why do that to yourself? It just shakes you up. It triggers you. It's upsetting. It crosses boundaries for you. And I don't blame you. Anybody at any time should come into this stream or any stream or a movie or a show or a situation in life and go, this isn't for me. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to check in with myself, see if I'm okay. And I'm going to identify that I have choices and I'm going to make choices based on what's best for me. That's how I look at life now. I step out of the situation and I go, am I good? Am I okay? Because I'm not feeling okay. And I want to make sure I have choices in this scenario. I know that sounds weird, but it's the truth. So Riley's Human, thank you for sharing that. Anastasia, thank you for your story. I listened the first time last night with Tommy. Girl, you have grit. You're a very beautiful woman inside and out. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. That is such a nice thing to say. And welcome over here. I hope that you don't leave. Thank you for subscribing. Michelle, absolutely. We saw it while it was happening with any suggestions to pivot fell on a person who was dedicated to misunderstanding most everyone. Yeah. And I mean, Dylan, looking back at it, thank you, Kiki. There was a whole bunch of third party going on, right? I mean, there was. I don't know how else to use. That's a natural word I want to use. Third party means someone's basically, you've got two people who are not getting along. There's always a third person somewhere that into one of their ears, and it causes those two to fight. So you've got a third party in the background going, watching two people fight that you caused. L. Ron Hubbard says that's the cause of like all fights, all wars, all everything is there's a third party. There could be some truth to that. I don't know, but we took that very seriously in Scientology. Like when I was married to my first husband, if we had any kind of a spat, I'd be like, am I being third partied? That's how you would say it. Who's third partying me? Because it's a law in Scientology. Hey, K Design. I think red is my color. Everybody says that when I wear red. Thank you for saying that. It's an actual law in Scientology. If anybody is spatting like that, there's a third party. There's also a law in Scientology. If you start talking negatively about anyone, I was just going to say that. Yes, blow drill. Thought criminal. Yeah, there's something called natter. It's a Scientology word that L. Ron Hubbard made up. So if you're nattering about someone, or if you hear something and you go, that's just natter, it's gossip and it's talking badly about a person or a thing or whatever it is. So if you're like, I used to like her, but she showed me her true colors and I just don't, that's natter. If you said, I hate his new car, that's natter. If you said, my first husband was an asshole, that's natter. Hey, Megan Keene. It is hard, but I'm glad you're here. I'm happy to see you, and I hope you're doing a little better today. I know that you broke up with your boyfriend. I'm feeling for you, girl. Oh, it's not made up. It's a UK word. Okay. Does it mean that in the UK, Jojo? Thank you, Hope. Hope, you're a sweet baby angel. So the point is to this, the law in Scientology is if you natter, if you're caught nattering, if you natter about anyone, what does it mean? There's a law. It means you have crimes against that person. So you did something to them. That's why you're saying that. It's so backwards. If you do that, it means you have overts and withholds against that person. Overts are crimes in Scientology. So one time I was in session and I said something about my dad. And I was like, I just don't know why he doesn't talk to me. I want my dad to talk to me. Why did he disconnect from me? I want to know answers. That was nattering, according to my auditor. Hey, there she is. Told you. Maisie, you were busy watching true crime. You weren't thinking about us. You were thinking about yourself. Welcome in, babe. Love you. So my auditor was like, oh, has your dad missed a withhold on you? So they turn it. They flip it. What did you do to your dad? That's exactly what that means. You never want to get caught nattering. Hey, Rhonda, you do not want to get caught nattering in Scientology. There's so many things that you get very good at shutting your damn mouth. There's so many things you become seasoned to, and you're like, not worth it, because then I'm going to have to go write up my crimes on that person. There's so many rules and laws in Scientology. Are those side boobs okay in that tank top? Confident Joy, they're kind of in the front. Like, I'm kind of pushing them to the front today. Like, I'm proving myself wrong. Remember yesterday that I was like, hey, FAFO? Remember yesterday I was like, hey, IHOP, hey, Cracker Barrel, can I get a side of pancakes? Right? No, we're kind of pushing them to the front. I feel like they're like kind of full. Thank you for noticing. Thank you for asking about them. Are you guys doing okay? Yes. Who's that? Remember, they don't know each other. They've never met. When this boob talks, this one's like, oh my God, call the police. Someone's in the house. It's a weird thing. Oh, good for you, Megan Keene. You made the right move then. Rachel Stone, Squirrel Girls, like what the hell did I just walk into? I know it's not good. I'm gonna get away from it. I'm trying to stay away from it. Scientology is very good, Sophia, at finding a way to blame you. Original Anne. Past life crimes are addressed with FPRD, false purpose rundown. Yes, that's correct. Hey, Auntie Janet says, I already said hi to you, but I'm doing it again. Speaking of boobs, I have an itch on one of them. As you were. Sorry, girl. Oh, Ewa, I'm so sorry to hear that, babe. That's rough. The rules and laws are to keep you from developing your own personality, probably. Great point. Have I named them? No, but Tommy has, and I'll let that secret out. He calls my boobs Mickey and Minnie. Ask Tommy why. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, it's the most funny thing in the world. If we're FaceTiming, he'll be talking to Minnie and he'll go equal time. And then I have to put it over on Mickey. And I don't know why that is. To this day, I haven't figured it out, but he's got his own way of doing things. And I respect that. The rules and laws are to keep you from developing your own personality, probably. Like when everything is set out for you, you don't get far off the path. That is such a good observation. Did I go too far with that? Sorry for the people right now who are like, wow, I really liked the lifeboat and I came over here because of you. And now I'm going to unsubscribe. Sorry, I showed my true colors again. I'm trying to reel it in. Mods, why are you allowing this behavior to come out of my mouth? I had to wear a bra today. Maisie, I'm so sorry. I need to have, what? You need to have your gallbladder removed and you already shit yourself. So will it get worse? Yes. But this is a good support group for people who poop themselves. It happens all the time here. Do you know how many people reach out to me? Hey, Donna Fulker, Maryland's Fine Art, the good Maryland's here. Hey, Maine, not the gossipy, evil, awful one that looks like Shrek. Hey, Holly Olson, I know. Jeanette, Q, welcome it, or Janine. Reese, you're only 41. Why are your eyes not working? Hey, Janine, true colors. Yes, true colors. It's because they're like Disneyland for him. Oh, that's so sweet. I'll have to tell him that. I don't know why he named him that. Don't you dare get real. Hey, Jody Edwards, Maine, I'm happy to see you. I've been lurking because I have been late coming into class. Please don't put me on the cans for punishment. I'm shaky from your BTs, your body thetans. Jody, strike one, but we'll give you a pass today. Thanks for being open and honest about it. Stop it. Just be you. I am being me, but it chases people off. Just Joan. Hey, Stacy Toms. We all love Mickey and Minnie. I don't know why he does it. Andrew B. You had some great questions and observations last night. Welcome over. I always thought it was off the way they changed the word so someone sounds crazy talking about it to yes. Hey, Dylan, are you still in here? I need an ex-Scientologist. Dylan, assemble! Like Ron Burgundy. Are you in here? Maine, I have to be honest. I'm happy you were with me last night. I felt better with you there. I got to be honest. I'm being very serious about that. Hey, the other good Marilyn is always here. Oh, yeah. We have two good Marilyns. There's only one evil Marilyn. She's an evil troll that lives under a bridge, and she looks like Shrek. You can't tell them apart. It's really terrible. Well, sometimes when you walk past her under that bridge, you're like, oh my God, a yard gnome. You had no idea it was there. Hey, Viggy Cat. This is a great observation, Thought Criminal, and I love you. Hey, Dylan, where'd you go? There he is. Dylan, real quick, because I can't speak our language anymore, nor can you, because we don't. Hey, Maxine. I'm new here. Oh, she's cute. She has damn good hair. I hope you don't leave because I like your hair a lot. If you're talking about pooping your pants, I'm here for it. It's happened more times than good for you. You're in good company. I shit myself like every 6 weeks. It's really awful. And I always admit to it when it happens because it helps others. I'm all about helping others. So it's for the cause, right? I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I'm glad I do it because it helps. David Booley. Okay, Dylan, real quick. Maisie Shiloh paid to play. Thank you. We hate this word and it's incredible. Don't insult Shrek like that. How about Yard Gnome? Are you mad about Yard Gnome? Dang, girl. You shit your pajamas last night? Oh, that's why I don't wear pajamas. Ooh, that could be worse though. I always throw away my underwear when I poop in them. Scientology is my first language. Yes. So Dylan, can you please can you rattle off some Scientology words? Because I try, oh, that would be cute, but it doesn't match the tank. That would be really cute. It would be, but it doesn't match. This is like a bright pink, and this is like a coral. I couldn't get it to. Love the lifeboat, but honey, people need to know what is actually happening. Keep making people aware. I will stay and listen. Anastasia's serious. She's like, I'm putting you on warning. If you don't impress me, I'm effing out of here. Anastasia is like Anna Wintour. She's like, what's her name in The Devil Wears Prada? She's like, we'll see. A million girls would kill for this. I have shit in my socks before too. Yeah, Just Joan. I have shit all the way down to my socks. It happens a lot. I know it's Grandma Edna's. Okay, Maisie, thank you for paying to play. That's a triggering word, but if you're going to say it with money, then I'll accept. Dylan, can you rattle off some Scientology words? Caroline and Canada, could be. Are there any like really out there ones, Dylan? Like I think of like not is, as is, those are weird. Natter's weird. But there's so many that we know, and Scientology is also my first language, but oddly enough, they go out the window for me because I can't talk the language. Now, once I'm close to a Scientologist in proximity, it just starts coming out again. Where are you going, Maisie? Maisie, strike one. So thoughtful to us poopers, Reese. P. Taylor, I'm serious. I'm doing a service for you guys. I have normalized shitting your pants, and I have. I am the pioneer. Okay. Most people won't admit to it. Remember when I first started talking about it, there was like a handful of people that were like, oh, I've never pooped my pants, and I'm 60 years old. I was like, and you're also lying, and it's okay, but we know that you're lying. Like, don't try to tell me, Maisie, you're so damn cute. Everybody shits themselves. So then after I normalized it, Janine, you're an angel yourself. Hey, Case Face. Case Face, thank you so much for saying that. I have normalized it. Oh, Maxine, you got no idea. Quick, mods, lock the doors in case Maxine changes her mind. She says, I have found my people. Maxine, you're not allowed to change your mind. Now that you just said that, that was the secret passcode to sealing the deal. You just accidentally signed a contract you're not even aware of. You can't leave us. So did you find us or did we find you? That wasn't meant to be creepy, but as it came out of my mouth, I was like, oh my God, that was really stalkerish. Don't worry, I don't have time to stalk anybody. Thank you, Cheap Chick. Ever since popularized pants pooping pioneer. Put that on a shirt and a name tag right now. Maxine, you're right. You're damn right. Mods, lock the doors just in case Maxine changes her mind. She's a cool name. Do you know how many people? I'm not kidding. I bet I've gotten over the years, oh God, I don't even know, 20 to 30 messages of people going, hey, Reese, I just shit myself in my car and I don't know what to do. Or, hey, Reese, I'm at Lowe's and I literally just crapped my pants. Hey, Reese, like I've had people going, I am starting to stink and I'm in a room and I just shit myself. What should I do? It's like writing to a newspaper column. I always feel so honored. I'm like with my mom or something. And my mom's like in the middle of some conversation. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, my friend just shit their pants and they're at work. They need backup right now. They need help. Like I get messages of people that are like, Reese, I just shit myself. And sometimes they'll be like, it's small. And sometimes they're like, it's a load and I don't know what to do. And I'm frightened. I'm at TJ Maxx and it's running down my leg. I'm like, okay, here's what you're going to do. I'm like, I'm going to call TJ's. I'm going to get a manager. I'm going to pull the fire alarm and you're going to take the fuck off. You're going to run out of there, jump into your Toyota Camry quick. It's a thing. Rhonda, I'm hesitant to believe that. Iwa, almost every book. I have questions about the big Scientology building in downtown Kansas City. What do they do there? Do people live there? Case Face, they don't live in that building. No, they are staff members in that building. Sophia, it's the sisterhood of the pooped pants. Oh my God, Liz Trix is on a roll tonight. Anatin, admin scale, AO, keyed out, keyed in, true, restimulated, true. Those are good ones. Blow drill. Hey, Lynn Swell. As a matter of fact, Dylan, I've been trying to think of like a list of some of them. Why is it so gigantic, Case Face? Because they always want to make it seem like they're growing and they're doing way better than you think. That's why they own literally, Laureen, all of downtown Clearwater, right? Those buildings are empty, dude. When I go see Case Face, I'm sorry you're not a dude. When I go see the Nashville org, it's empty. There's nobody in those buildings, Case Face. It's just oh, Jen Finberg pooped your pants the morning of the Zoom call. I got so good at shitting my pants. Hey, Mad Drop Bear. One time Tommy was just standing like 3 feet away from me. And I was like, and he went, you just shit yourself, didn't you? I was like, no. You can call me dude. I don't like calling girls dude. It feels weird. It's a weird feeling I think because I don't like when men do it to me. I'm like, do I look like a boy named Bjorn to you today? Like, do I need to go put some makeup on? I don't know. I get introverted about it. I'm sorry, Michelle Dry. This definitely isn't for everyone. People get mad at me. This is why I said he mostly took words and made his own meaning. Datum, flow, aberrated. Oh man, I haven't thought of aberrated in a long time, which is weird because that was a huge word I used in Scientology. Thank you, Dylan. If you think of any more, put them in there, please. I found you through your husband and subscribed. I found your story about animals absolutely gut-wrenching. Lori, welcome. My story, exact opposite. My mom and dad welcomed every stray I brought home. Oh, I love that. I love that. And Lori Clausen, welcome in. And I hope that you don't leave just because you're don't base my character on this talk alone. We go everywhere on this channel. And I swear some days it's like really normal and you would have no idea that I was a real problem in this world, Lori. So please stick around. If you have to leave today, try coming back tomorrow, Lori. Let's go crazy. Like give it a whirl, Lori. Kid, Huxley. Yeah. Your sister just opened the door. Hey, Rachel, Sandy, Lori, I mean it. Welcome. Welcome to all the new people. Kid, what's going on with you, girl? What's happening in your life, girl? Be ready to let her out. Oh, that's our potato. That's our emotional support potato. Off to track practice. Have a good one. Hey, Dylan, thank you for coming in. It really meant a lot to me. I mean it. Thank you for coming in and chatting with me. I've always enjoyed and appreciated you. I don't know you very well, but I've always liked what I know of you. I'm down for the poop talk. We are all human. Oh, Lori. Wow. Look, guys, one of our own kind. She's an amazing cat. I love this cat. Her name is Kid. That's the best we could do. Kid lost her potatoes, and Kid is really, really thin now. She's lost a lot of weight. You know, I was noticing Anne. Oh my God, you got to see this. And guys, I really do have a topic today. Please don't leave. Anne. Oh, Rhonda McNeil posted something too. I want to talk about that. And don't go anywhere. Guys, for those of you that know Kid, I took this picture when we moved here. Where is it? Here it is. I took this picture when I first moved here. You're not going to believe this. She is so thin. I bet she's lost at least 5 pounds. Look at this picture of her. That looks like me. You can't tell us apart. Yeah, Michelle, they do. Except for my poodle. His name was Bo when I rescued him. Look at how big she is in that picture. She is huge there. I wonder how she lost all that weight. So I'm not sure. The only thing I can think of, and Huxley pointed this out the other day, and I think this was a genius answer. Jeff, my ex-husband, no, she's fixed. I got her from a rescue in Kansas City. She can hear you. My ex-husband, Jeff, was also a large person. He was a large man. He fed her treats all day long. I used to say, don't do that. He would keep them in his, does she run more? She does. Hey, Lori Lee. Rhonda, of course you can. Hey, Punky, real quick. Excuse me. Juniper, do you mind if we just, Rhonda would like to take a look at you, Junie. Rhonda wants to look at you. Did you get to see your new baby today? Rhonda, did you watch it? She was probably stress eating. Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. Jeff fed her treats all the time. And I would say that's not healthy. You cannot get, like, I only give her, she's told both of my dogs are of the proper weight, according to my vet. I give them a bone every morning and then they get like a treat throughout the day once or twice. That's it. And I never feed them people food, right? Thank you, Lori. This is Junie. This is Juniper. Wow. This is Peregrine. You're really little. And what happened was she was blessed by the Lord, and the Lord said, "Let there be frosted mini wheats with eyeballs." And then it happened. And the Lord says every morning when we get out of bed, the Lord looks down at her and says, "Oh, my me. I can't believe that creation that I created. It's even cuter than I thought it would be." And then Jesus says, "Oh, my dad." By the way, guys, I'm not being disrespectful for the new people. I am not being mocking God. I absolutely love God, but this is just the story I believe because it's the cutest thing anyone's ever seen. And I have to believe that God thinks that's the most sweet face that anybody's ever seen. And so in the mornings, the Lord looks upon thee and says, "Oh, my me, that is a frosted mini wheat with eyeballs." Oh, beautiful. And then Jesus says, "Oh, my dad." Do they get along? Everybody gets along. Absolutely. Yeah. It's Matilda, Andy. Yeah, it's really unreal. Like, we're just really shocked by you. You look like you fell out of a pet net in 1987. Like, we wonder if you're even real. Do you think you might be real? Did you know that you were never going to grow? Oh, gorgeous. Did you know that you were always going to be this little? That's a lot of sass for a little person. That's a lot of extra. That's a lot of extra sass for a little gal. You guys, I'm so addicted to her. I rescued her October 1st, 2016. She was thrown out of a car. She had broken ribs and both of her feet were broken. I couldn't even rescue her right away because we had to wait for that to heal. And I've had her for this long, and every day I look at her, I fall back in love. I'm not kidding. I look at her and I get weird like Pepe Le Pew. I start like molesting and massaging. I'm like, "Oh my God, girl, I can't handle it. It's too much. Every day I look at it, it's like I've never seen it before. It's too much. It's really unbelievable." Would it be hard for me? I do Dear Jesus every morning with my crew and nightly and pray for all the doggies and kitties that do not have homes. P.S. and humans too. I love your chat. Lori, I love that. I love that you do that. You are my kind of person. Yeah, that's true, Martin. Oh, Maryland's fine art. One of the good Marylands. We've got two good Marylands in here. The evil troll Maryland is nowhere near here. But I didn't know about her rescue. Your wonderful race. She's adorable. I couldn't believe it. There was a wait list of people who wanted to rescue her, and I was the second person on the list. And the first person didn't show up because her dad had a heart attack. And I was like, I hope he survived it, but I'm also super grateful. Because when I showed up that day to pick you up and rescue you, there was like 15 ladies there waiting. This one lady came up that was like 110 years old, and she was the third person on the list. And she was like, "I want her." And I was like, "Nobody cares what you want, Gladys. It's not going to happen today. It's not happening for you." And then her friend Edna was like, "We're taking her home with us." And I was like, "You already got 2 replaced hips. I don't recommend this." She even said to me, she goes, "Do I have to fight you for her?" And I was like, "You're damn right you do, Gladys. And it's going to happen right now. I will get into a physical tussle with you." I couldn't do it. I had to take you home with me. It was going to happen. Even the vet that was treating her broken feet and ribs asked me. The dude was like, "Can I keep her?" I was like, "Look, just because you treated her..." Look how she falls asleep, like holding her. I was like, just because you treated her doesn't mean you get to keep her, right? There's 2 separate things there. Would it be hard for you to infiltrate the org? Probably. K-Space, don't get yourself in trouble. But I mean, it wouldn't be hard to go in and get a tour. You're not going to get into like you're not going to see anything. No, you wouldn't be. No, they're way too hip to that shit nowadays. Yeah, Lori and Michelle Dry, that is so nice. Thank you for the super sticker. I mean that. Thank you, guys. It's really helpful. Thank you. What was I going to say about you? What else do we want to say about you other than you're absolutely the most stunning bird? She's been in every Westchester dog show. She won every single award in every single category. She's never made a mistake in her entire life. She's never once made a mistake. That's pretty serious record. Bo, you good? Scratchy? Get it together, Bo. I'm so much meaner to Bo. I'm like, this thing has been blessed by the Lord, blessed by Christ, and she's in the Bible, and the Lord says, let there be frosted mini wheats with eyeballs, and then there she was. And she's just really perfect in every way. She's won every Westchester Dog Show award. Oh, that's cute, Michelle Dry. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. It's a lot, guys. It's a whole heck of a lot. And I don't know if you can accept it. Can you take it? Because I have a hard time. Hey, Nicola. Like, look at this. Watch this. Oh my God. Now it's a unicorn. Like, it's just now it's even more amazing. And we're just really obsessed with you. And we buy all the Gertie merch and we wear it. And we just absolutely love her. And that's why when we take her to the vet, it gets we have to stop the show when she does that. And beautiful. Oh, perfect. And we love to smell her footy paws because they're from a Dr. Seuss movie. And also they smell like a hamster cage. They smell like wood chips and honey. Oh, we love the smell. We love the smell of it. We love everything about you. But she does refuse to take a bath. She says, I wish I could, but my calendar's full. Really obsessed with you, and it's starting to get weird. Hey, Noble. Hey, Sharon, HL. I think people are starting to leave the chat because they're getting really creeped out by our behavior. So I'm going to put you back in your chair now, okay? And then we're going to switch back over to normal mode because I think we're really losing the crowd because they're frightened by me. You're really a lot of extra. Dainty. Did you know you were going to be that dainty? Really, Tawny. Oh my God. Lori, you don't even know the half of it. That was, do they smell like potato chips? No, they smell like wood chips and honey, like a hamster cage. That ain't even the half of it, guys. Like that's mild. It gets weirder throughout the day. Like when we're home alone or if we're going to bed at night, like I'll just sit there and stare at her and watch her fall asleep. And it gets incredibly weird. It gets really uncomfortable for everyone. Hey, Linda Garden Lady. He was 19. Carol Ann lost her dog a few months ago. So sorry, babe. Miss my sweet, sweet Trevor. Enjoy that. Oh my God. Trevor is such a cute name for a dog. I'm so sorry you lost him. And I got to be honest, Carol Ann, I get more obsessed with her these days because I don't know how old she is because I rescued her and they thought she was maybe 2 or 3 when I rescued her. That was 2016. And she's got dead thick cataracts. And I was just saying this the other day. I don't want to depress anyone, Sophia, but I worked in senior living. I love seniors. I took her to work every single day. They pushed her around in their walkers. They carried her like she was just passed around all day long at work. And I have to say though, like Rhonda, you're very welcome. I have to say that once an animal reaches a certain, and you all know what I'm talking about, once they get past and they start to enter into senior, hey, Geoplanet Jane, for me anyway, I can't speak for all of you, but for me, it gets to be like oh God, like I'm watching everything now. I'm like, does she have symptoms of anything? Like, does she have a heart murmur? Is she good? I notice now that she doesn't see or hear as well, especially with her cataracts. So I'm just like, I'm extra protective. Sorry, I have her hair in my mouth. And this is the hard part. This is like where we're going into that era, that stage of life. And thanks, Carol Ann. And I feel really sad about it. And I've said this every time I lose an animal. I'm like, I'm not going to get another dog. I'm not going to get another dog when she passes. He is only 4. So I will have Bo for quite some time after her. Oh, you didn't make it weird at all, Case Face. You couldn't make it weird if you tried. We love you. Don't be silly. You're super weird. Just kidding. How could you even say that after the show I just put on with her? How could you jump in and be like, sorry, I made it weird? worshipped Gertie in front of everyone. You guys definitely got the brunt of that. K-Space, you couldn't if you tried. Ghost Rider, yeah. So Bo will be without. And yeah, Jen, I don't, as much as I love animals, I've never not had animals and I find them incredibly therapeutic and just for my soul. I I think I've made the decision that I animals are tough if you travel, and I am starting to travel more in my life. And I, Wendy, thanks for asking. He's doing great. I just want to be able to travel without worrying about my pets all the time. So eventually, when she's gone, I'll just have Bo. I'm not going to get another dog. I say that, and then there's going to be one on the side of the road that, of course, I'm going to pick up and bring home. So uh, don't forget, when I get to Ecuador and you are living there, I get grandma visitation with Bo. Absolutely. Yeah. If Bo comes there with me, I'm going to have you come take him every day and walk him and have some grandma time with him. Absolutely. Bo's an amazing dog. He's just a big ass dog, and I'm not used to big dogs. I like little dogs, and I always will. I don't think I'll ever get another big dog. Exactly, Michelle Dry. Little dogs are so easy to travel with. You can fly with them. Yeah, it's way easier. I want to actually did have a topic. And I want to say this for the people who are interested in the Scientology side of things. I want to say, I want to acknowledge you guys and tell you thank you. I want to say something to you guys. How long does a pet snake live, Iwa? I did not have my snake for the entirety of her life, but I think snakes live quite a long time. The scary thing about a snake is they get bigger and bigger and well, not all of them, but some breeds, some what, is it a breed? Is that what you would say? I had a red tail boa constrictor and she got huge. She was like 8 feet long. Hey, Jen O, she was pretty big around. You know who I noticed we haven't seen? Hey, Martin, while you're keeping track of people. Yeah, Janine. Um, where is Gogo the Greek? Holly. Okay, I was thinking, is Holly in here still? Snakes. Holly has a really pretty snake. Snakes live around 25 years. That's a giant ass commitment right there. Where is Gogo the Greek? Maisie, what are you still doing here? I hope she's okay. I hope she's doing all right. Oh, that's a cool name, little redneck. Anyway, I want to tell you guys thank you. I'm being very specific about what I want to say here. I want to say thank you for who's Martin. Martin has a different name in here, but his name is Martin. He's one of our guys right here. This is Martin. He's our guy from Denmark. I'm not keeping track of people at all. I'm specifically keeping track of Muffet Lou. Well, that's not creepy. Thanks for letting us know. Maisie, cute girl, real cute. I want to say thank you because you guys have really, I have healed quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. So when I came in here and did my Scientology story a few weeks ago, I was nervous. I was a little shaky. I've told it before. Hey, Style and Hair. Oh my God. I love Chihuahuas and I want one so bad. You know, I had one for 12 years. His name was Gary, but he died of congestive heart failure. Poodles are great dogs. Yeah, Marilyn's Fine Art, the good Marilyn. You guys have really helped me. Like I told the story again last night on the lifeboat for those of you that were there and watched it. It has become, I feel like I've gotten over this, like, I feel so much safer talking about it now. And it's not just safer, it's like something happened. I feel very calm and I feel like I've kind of taken my power back with that story. I don't feel as uneasy about it. Whenever I would, I don't know how to describe this other than this. Whenever I would tell that Scientology story, I always felt like I was kind of that little girl again. When I would tell the story, I felt like a child again. I felt powerless. That's what I'm trying to say. I felt out of control. Hey, Bridge, as I would tell the story. Does that make sense? You telling your Scientology, yeah, Lupita, you telling your Scientology story is super brave. You should feel safe to share. Lori, thank you for saying that. It's not that I don't feel safe sharing. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I noticed that, SoCal Joy. Thank you for saying that. Thank you, Jojo. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel if I didn't feel safe talking about everything under the sun. I mean, I share everything. And then, of course, there's good to that and there's bad. There's good because it brings in so many people like you and we can all connect and you guys take something away from it. Then you share something about you and then I take something away from it. We all heal a little bit, right? We're all growing in this together. But the bad part of it is we've got 245 people in here and there's not all of you love us. Some of you right now are watching to report back to your hate clubs, right? I know this because they email me. I got another one today from one of them, and they watch me around the clock. This individual watches me, like emails me at least 2 to 3 times a week now, and they're like, "That stream you did last night." I'm like, oh, was that the count? Good Lord! Like, what is that? Is that a ghost? So I know that I have to be aware of the fact that there are people watching right now that are wishing me dead, right? They put out my address, they put out my kid, they call my kid's school, right? Like, so there's the good. We talked about this the other day, right? You have to have the good with the bad because it makes you more grateful for what you have. And it does for me, right? I'm so glad we're not on the side of hate. Hey, Brenda, thank you. So what I'm trying to say is whenever I would tell that Scientology story, I went into the same when I would say to you guys, like when my dad would come home and I would go, "Dad," and he'd go, "Give me, get back." I would literally go up to my bed and like sit there and cry. And it wasn't because I felt rejected so much as I was embarrassed. It made me feel small. And it makes me think of the time that my dad called me fat in front of his pool playing friend Mike. And I was like, oh God, I was like 10 years old. I was so embarrassed. I shrunk. And what does that mean? What's another way of saying that? You're giving your power away. You're not standing up for yourself. Tommy got very emotional. Jen, oh yeah, Tommy is not who you think he is. I've said this 100 times. He doesn't always show who he really is, but he's doing a true crime channel. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. Tommy is an amazing person, but you don't get to see all sides of Tommy. But in fairness to him, you don't get to do that with all the other channels, I'm guessing, on YouTube, because no one comes on like me, although maybe they do. I don't fucking know. But I'm assuming that this is unique, where I come on and cry and share the most deep, embarrassing, vulnerable things that have happened to me. Most people don't want to do that, right? They might want to, but it's not worth the risk of the hate they're going to get. And I get a lot of hate. Right? And people know shit about me, right? Because of that, they can weaponize it. They can use it against me. They know some of my deepest, darkest stories, just like you guys. Hey, Aspire, but for me, it's worth it. And there's no other way of doing a YouTube channel. I could never have a true crime channel. I'm here to engage with you guys. I'm here for one reason only. I heal by connecting, yes, Charlene, and engaging with you guys. And I'm pointing in that direction because I'm looking at the chat. So that's how it's worth it to me. I welcome any and all haters here to watch and report back to your hate club because it's worth it to me to verbally process here. It's like a verbal journal, right? And we're talking and we're getting through stuff. We work through things. I'm a totally different person today because of this channel. I just am. So yeah, it's good for me to be an open book. And I also, hey, Lachlan, I also believe that sunlight is the best disinfectant. So this way too, they can try to weaponize what I say and use it against me. But I'm like, yeah, I know. I said that. You know what I mean? Like haters will be like, Reese is doing this. Reese did that. And it's like, yeah, I shared that story. I know. I told it. You look stupid, right? Thank you, Lachlan. I love that. Oh, for sure, Anastasia. Yes, they do. It's been reported over and over. You are such an inspiration to so many women and men in so many different ways. Thank you so much, Ghostwriter. I love Tommy's honesty and wisdom. I sense he is a big teddy bear. I'm so happy you two found each other. He is. Hey, MJ, you are seriously so beautiful. Last night was a lot. You are brave. Thank you, MJ. Thank you for being here. Why do they do that? Why don't they just let you get on with your life? Because it doesn't have anything to do with me. That's a good question. When she's saying, why do haters do that? I could be anybody. They're bullies. They're professional bullies. And the only thing a bully relies on is you're going to be afraid of what they're saying. They're going to target you, back you into a corner, and threaten you and make you feel small. And it doesn't work on me. And they know it. They have no power whatsoever over me. And I disarm them. Do I not? I disarm them at their own game because I tell you guys what's going on, what to expect. These people are no doubt, no question. I've exposed 2 cults, right? I've exposed all of the stuff that happened to me in Scientology. They don't want that. Scientology doesn't want that, right? And they're a $1 billion organization. They've got money to play with, right? To shut me down. Or do a hate campaign against me, a smear campaign. Let's plant seeds of doubt with all these sock accounts and let's pay these haters to go on and show their faces and say things about her. So we got that. MJ, absolutely. And then we have the Royal Order of Jesters that I talked about yesterday. I exposed that cult, that super, super, super secretive cult. So it's really kind of no question or doubt in my mind that I'm going to have more haters than most. And I do. I have big time haters. There's all kinds of groups about me online. There's chat rooms about me. There's channels about me. They put my face up and they get paid. They cash in. So it's to be expected. It's part of the game. It's part of being a YouTuber. Getting hate is kind of part of that. But I feel as though that disarms them in that way because they have nowhere to go with it. They're expecting, relying on, and hoping that all of you are going to go, I really like this new girl, Reese, that I'm watching, but I don't know. And so you type maybe my name in somewhere and all this horrible shit comes up of allegations and she's doing this and that. None of it's true. It's Scientology people paying them. That's all it is. That's all. I've never met these people. I don't know these people. I know nothing about them. I don't see them as much in the chat as I used to. Well, they show up. I mean, if you remember a couple weeks ago when I was doing the Scientology show, one of them came in and said, "You're not a victim, you're a lying something." And remember, my mods blocked them and they said they came in under another account and they said, "Keep blocking me. I've got hundreds of accounts that I use." And I was like, they tell on themselves. It's a beautiful thing because they're so stupid. Haters are not bright people, and they are certainly not winners. They're losers. By definition, they're absolute losers. They don't succeed at what they're doing, right? And they can't talk about themselves because nobody watches. You put my name in, people watch. So it's win-win for me. But they tell on themselves right there. Just keep doing it. I've got all kinds of accounts. Paid hater. Like that tells me you're being paid. Why would you sit around with 100 accounts and go into different chats and say shit about me? You've never met me in my life. You know nothing about me. That's creepy as shit, but it's interesting to talk about. Like a lot of people will say, don't give it airtime. I'm not necessarily giving it airtime, but I think it's an interesting part of our times right now. Like cyberbullying, not just cyberbullying. Somebody can make up any name they want. Right? Dog lover of Labradors 2704 can go in with no picture or just some random picture that's like of a flower and go, "Reese raped my son." No accountability. This is a weird day and age because people can throw up any stories of like, "Reese, I'm a victim of Reese because of this." And it's like, none of that's true. It's totally made up. I don't even know who they are. But that's Scientology doing what they do best. And you guys need to know that. That's Scientology up to their tricks. And they've got billions of dollars to work with. It's pretty simple when you break it down. Oh, Tawana Ball. Thank you, babe. Yeah, it was sad. Tommy got very sad. Has Scientology done a hate page about you? That's a great question. You want to know the answer to that? So they've done it. Hey, Alicia. Is today your birthday? Hey, happy birthday to Alicia. I didn't know it was today. I knew it was this week. Happy birthday. If I didn't know it, I would have texted you. I love you, Alicia. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything you've done for me for last week. You were such a good friend, and I hope that you were celebrated today. Happy birthday, babe. So Scientology, for those of you that are new, makes a hate website. You just type in the person's name.com and it will take you to a hate website of like how evil they are. I don't have one. I'm the only one that I know of that does not have one. You want to know why? I've talked to attorneys about this because I was statutory raped and I have proof of that. So I've talked to a law firm about it and they were like, that's why they will not mess with you there because they know that you can sue them. And if you can sue them for that, that opens up all kinds of obviously discovery, right? I'm so happy to hear that, Real Slick. Good for you. So does that make sense, you guys? I think that's very fascinating. So they kind of F with me behind the scenes and through trolls that they pay, haters, sock accounts, things like that. So it's very, as much as it's like, don't talk about it, don't give them attention. I'm not naming them. Yeah, Auntie Janet says. But I still think the what is the word pathology? Like I still think it's very interesting the behavior, right? And just how it all plays out and how much money they make off of me. These trolls are cashing in on it, right? But anybody you see on YouTube, if you go type in my name on YouTube and you see they also attack Tommy and Johnny because of it, but you can go look for hey Marissa Martin, look for yourselves for the new people. I'm a grifter, which is like a scammer, right? Whenever I get a super chat, I stole it from you. That's what they say. Like she shouldn't get paid on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. Women shouldn't get paid for what they do. I get that. That makes sense, right? Like, why would she get paid? She's just a single mom taking care of her son here. Yeah, she shouldn't get paid or rewarded for what she does, right? It's very redundant, Gen O. But they also say, like, the big one is I'm a child abuser. I should have my kid taken away from me. I'm a documented scam artist. I'm a liar. I'm inconsistent. Like you name it. They never provide any proof. They never have in all these years. There's never been anything true that's been proven. There's nothing. But they sure know how to use their voice to throw out like total fabrications, right? That's true. One of them is an out and out Nazi. Yes, he is. The other one is a full on racist, right? Remember that? The other one had literally the doll of a black person hanging from a noose, and the doll said Reese's on it to show my name, like to try to threaten me. They're not quality people. I'm really thankful for my haters because they put out there that, hey, Stan, thank you for coming over, Stan. Hey, Luke Graham, I've missed you. I'm always grateful for my haters because they're the worst, lowest, most like zero quality of a human. Like they bring nothing to this world. They're horrible people. They're disgusting trash. So I'm always kind of grateful for that because you look at them and you're like, oh, there's no credibility here. Like you wouldn't be friends with that. You wouldn't let your child around that. Like they look disgusting. They're the lowest of the low trash that you can imagine. One of them truly is a Nazi, like has Nazi tattoos everywhere and they're proud of being a Nazi. Like I like my chances. I think we're good. If you want to go be with the Nazis, like we wish you well, but it's to me it's all about quality. And there's zero quality. It's the lowest quality of a human being. It's actually quite sad to me. Where have you been? We found love in a hopeless place. It is so good to see you, Provin G. You changed your name. I have missed you and I'm happy to see you, babe. Love you. Really glad you're here and doing well. I'm happy to see you. What are they trying to accomplish? I don't try to find reason or logic in people who are full-blown racists or Nazis. I don't try to find reason in that. So what are they trying to accomplish? Nothing. Can you imagine how they treat their real people around them who know them? I've never met these people. They just get paid. They're getting paid to make videos about me. So that speaks for itself, in my opinion, Martin, the quality of someone like that. They're just getting, nothing, MJ. They're just getting paychecks to do videos on a total stranger. I'm a total stranger. I've never met these people in my life. Just think about that for a minute. Cause like my mom sometimes will bring it up and she's like, why are they bullying you though? Like, why are they targeting you? And I'm like, I don't even think about that. I don't care about that. I have been bull baited for so many thousands of hours. None of that shit sticks with me. Like, if you're going to try to call me fat or ugly, I have to value you for that to even stick. Do you guys remember how I explained what bull baiting is? I literally had men, full grown men, sit across from me and go, you want to get raped, bitch? I'm going to rape you right now. Like, I have had the worst of the worst. Do you think this shakes me in any way? It does not, because I don't even know you. I cannot place any value on your opinion of me if I don't know you. And that's the beautiful thing that I try to really, really get across for people who are bullied. Um, Proven G, I love you. I've missed you. If you are being bullied, if there is someone, uh, just accept and see the fact that there's no value in that human, right? You value yourself. So there's no value to that person. I can't be affected by your opinion of me if I don't value you or your opinion. Does that make sense? That's just how I've always seen things. Like if someone's like, "Hey Reese, I think you need to know this person's saying you're a bad mom." I'm like, that could be a bot. That could be anything. It doesn't matter to me. I was bull baited for too many hours for shit like that to stick. It doesn't affect me at all. That's why I always say there's some good things to Scientology, guys. I did take away some good things. The bull bait helps me in a lot of ways because I'm so desensitized to that shit. I am the perfect person to be a YouTuber or take cyberbullying. And I always say, keep hitting it on me. Keep using my face. Keep calling me a fat piece of shit. Keep it up because somebody else may not be able to handle that very well. And bullying, the only reason people bully is to make someone feel like they don't matter and to make someone feel like maybe they don't matter enough that they don't need to be here in this world. So please keep the focus on me because I can take it. I can take it any day, anytime. It doesn't get to me. But the last thing I want is for them to do that to some teenage girl, teenage boy like my son, right? So please, bullbait did me very well in that sense. It's almost like a God thing. I believe this, and I said this last night. Everything bad, God turns into something good. Now, I'm not trying to preach to you, and I realize you may not believe in God, and I respect that. I'm not trying to tell you to. I just want to say that. But in my opinion, since I have found God, I see, hey, Mama Bear, way more than I've ever seen the good in things that come from the bad. So, like all this bullying that's happened to me, it only exposes them. Anybody who thinks critically is going, oh, this person's disgusting, right? So they expose themselves, they tell on themselves, which is great. There's something good that comes from it. But in my case, I'm grateful for all the Scientology training I had because it doesn't affect me. Bullying only works if you give them your power. If you feel small, I don't do that anymore. I welcome it. Bring it. Continue to make those videos. Continue to keep the light on me because I do not want you to put that light on someone who is not in a good state mentally, who's already got cracks right now in their foundation, who's thinking maybe I don't matter, maybe I don't need to be here. I matter and I'm fucking here and I'm not going anywhere. I'm bigger than them. I'm better than them. And I don't have a problem saying that. I am the eagle. Remember, the eagle only has, guys, one predator. One, the crow. The crow gets on the eagle's back. The eagle flies higher and higher into the atmosphere where the crow cannot breathe anymore. And it naturally falls off its back because it can't stand that atmosphere. We're already going higher. I don't give a shit about these people. I love it. I admire it. I welcome it. Like, keep that focus on me because I do not want it on someone who can't handle bullying. That's how I feel about it. That's where I believe that God has used me for that. Use me for that. It's turned it into something good. I'm truly okay with it. Like I'm not just sitting here going, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I promise. That bull baiting did its job beautifully. And God turned that bull baiting that I've been getting since I was 4 into something magical and beautiful that has helped me. And it's hopefully helped others because I'm keeping the focus off others. Keep it on me. Hate me, do it hard. Hate me really hard. MJ, you and your man are everything they fear. Honest, kind, and noble. Oh, yeah, they're definitely afraid of Tommy. I would be too, honestly. Yeah, I wouldn't want to F with him. He's not somebody I'd want to mess with. It is true what the devil does for bad, God makes for good. I believe that. But I'm not preaching that to you all. I'm not saying that that's true. That's true for me. Speaking of, Rhonda, hey, Tennessee girl. Rhonda McNeil posted this today, and I haven't seen her today. Sometimes she's on the replay crew. I love Rhonda McNeil. She posted this in our Facebook group. And I love this. Speaking of this topic, and I didn't mean to go into this topic. Somebody asked me something and it made me go into this topic, but I'm glad we did. It's an important topic, guys. I think it's an important topic. And it's important, especially for you new people, to just know you will see a lot of hate on me. Whether or not you want to believe it and switch over to the hate band is totally your choice. I'm not trying to keep you here. I'm not trying to prove that they're lying and I'm not a bad person. Believe me, I'm not here to prove my anything. I'm just here on this channel. So if you choose to go believe that shit, we wish you well. But I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of it, and you probably will come across it at some point. It is paid Scientology ops. Scientology is paying these people to do what they do. Absolutely, no doubt. This is beautiful. Worry about your character, not your reputation. Your character is who you are. Your reputation is who people think you are. Worry about your character, not your reputation. Your character is who you are. Your reputation is who people think you are. I love that. And I know you already knew that. And I know that is nothing new. But I think that it is worth saying. And somebody needed to hear that. Someone needed to hear that. I say this all the time to the people in my life who I talk to on the phone, and Tommy's one of them. There's so much freedom. There is so much freedom in saying, I can't control. Like, I have people come to me and go, oh my God, this hate channel said this about you. I hope they say it louder. I cannot control, nor am I going to put any energy wasted into the fact that I can't control anything except what I do and my reactions to things. I'm not even going to waste time thinking like, they said what? Oh God. Like I don't control what other people do. Sorry, you're coming to the wrong person. You need to go to God about that. I don't control what other people do. There's no human being on earth that can control what other people do. I love that saying. That may be my new motto. KDB, it's fantastic. And I want to play something that's just the first like 30 seconds. I'm not going to play the whole thing. You guys know I love JJ Douglas. He is, hey, Ozan. JJ Douglas is an amazing, amazing content creator. I don't know much about him, but I love him. I found him and I fell in love. He's amazing and he makes so much sense. I love his voice. He's calming. I just want you to hear the first 30 seconds of this for those that need to hear it, okay?
Let me free you from something. The version of you that lives in someone else's head is not your job to maintain. Somebody decided who you were based on a moment, a season, a role, a weakness, a strength, and they got comfortable with that version.
It is not your job. Let's play that. That's 15 seconds. Listen.
Let me free you from something. The version of you that lives in someone else's head is not your job to maintain.
The version of you that lives, hey, Tamber June, in somebody else's head is not your job to maintain. So when these haters do what they do, or when somebody says something about you and your initial reaction is to go, that's not true though, I didn't do that. Let people be wrong about you guys. Let people be wrong. It disarms them like you wouldn't believe. Do you know how angry my haters are right now watching this? They're going to turn up the volume and make a louder video about what a piece of shit liar I am. You can see it. They get so angry because we don't take the bait. I don't care what your version of me is in your head. You realize that. I can't control them, nor do I want to. And by not controlling them, I also don't react and go, I didn't say this. I didn't do this. I know they're saying I did it, but I didn't. Who cares? Let people be wrong. The right people, the level-headed, the Stacey Toms, the little redneck, right? Tamber June, Original Ann, all of our new people, they're not going to believe that shit anyway. Who cares what people say? And if they do believe it, Those weren't your people, I promise. Do you want people in your life who are watching hate about you and smiling and pretending to be your friend? No, we don't. Go be a fucking hater. There will always be plenty of them. There's 8 billion people on this planet. They'll be dead in 100 years. All the people on this planet will be dead in 100 years. There will be a fresh new batch of haters. Hate isn't going anywhere. Don't try to fight it. Let it be wrong. Yes, what people think is truly none of like your version of me. You know, do you know how many people go, she doesn't have any boundaries? She talks about her vagina. That's their version of me. I'm not here to try to change it. I'm not going to sit here and go, but I only talk about my vagina when I'm on my period. And I'm sorry, it only happens. I used to be that way. I used to be like, I'm sorry, I talked about my vagina too much. I don't care. I won't talk about it tomorrow. You can be an adult and mature and tune out of that video and go, that's not for me, but I still like her. I'm going to come back tomorrow and get a whole new something. That's your version of me, right? Like that's a version of me that I can't control that's in your fucking head. If you made up your mind about me, then you made up your mind about me. I ain't trying to fight it. Thank you, Stan. And I'm glad. Hey, Lapis. I live rent-free in their heads big time. And they're getting paid. Usually hate turns in on itself when it loses focus. Madrop, the funny thing about these haters is they don't even like each other. Do you think haters have any loyal people in their lives? I have an entire army of friends in here right now. I have an entire army of people that stand with me, share in my belief systems in a lot of ways, right? Exactly, Megan Keene. I'm not worried about a handful of people that are being paid behind the scenes by jesters and Scientology. Nobody gives a shit about them. They think they're important. No one else does. They're important to themselves. Damn, Joanne. I've been here for a long time, Reese, and this community has changed my life in ways I could never express in words. Wow. That would tell the healing and the love I got from here. Okay, now I'm never alone anymore and I can reach out and they are there. Oh my God, I love you. I love you because reading that, I know you personally behind the scenes. That's all I'll say about that. And I could feel what you were saying right there. And that is such a gift. That is such a gift for Joanne to say that. Joanne has shared some very heavy things with me privately that I would never share ever, but I know some heavy things about this woman. And I could never walk through her shoes. I could never, ever try to see through her eyes what she has experienced in her life. It's upsetting. And I was lucky enough that she shared it with me. And a lot of people have done that, by the way. A lot of people have come to me privately and said, I've never told anybody this, or I've only shared this with my therapist, but I need to tell you. I am honored. And I would never, ever share it, not even with Tommy. But Joanne, I love that because I know what that meant, what you just said. It meant more to me than what everybody else here knows, right? They read it and thought it was amazing, but I know what you mean by that. And I love you. And that's just huge. And that's what I mean. That's what the haters, you asked what they're trying to accomplish, Martin? That. They can't grasp that we connect here. They can't grasp it. They can't grasp that I get a super chat, but they sure as shit can't take it away from us that we connect here on a deep level. They can't fucking stand it. A lot of people can't. A lot of people are like, this is just parasocial. She's lying to you guys. She's grifting you guys. She's here for money. She's a bullshitter. She's a con artist. They try to spin that narrative, but nobody buys it because it's real. You can come watch. And it's incredible. It's absolutely mind-blowing to me. It is such a gift. You have no idea how often I think about you guys. This community, this channel, I'm thinking about you all the time because we truly are friends. We truly connect here and they can't touch it. It's untouchable. They can't take it away. They try to diminish it and lose a few subscribers to people who believe the bullshit that comes out, but they weren't meant to be here. It's quality, not quantity. And I truly believe that. Thank you, Stan. And Joanne, thank you for just being open and saying that. It meant a lot to me what you just said. But also thank you for the giant super chat. That's very kind, and it goes such a long way for me and Huxley. So thank you for that as well. Me too, Rachel. Me too. Thank you for being here. Dotsy, did I see you? Dotsy's here. I saw last night, and I want to apologize to you. You got understandably triggered. I was talking about a topic last night that triggered her, and she had to step out. And Tommy asked her to step out and just go. I liked what his advice was. He said something like, change your sight, smell, feeling, like go change everything. Who are these haters? Nobody cares. That's who they are. They're irrelevant. I hope you're okay today. I was thinking about you, and I hope that you're all right. I know that you are in recovery. I'm super proud of you for that. We all are, but I hope that you're okay. That's all I wanted to say. They charge money for literally everything, though. Who does, Andrew? Who charges money? I mean, yes, you got to pay to be alive practically these days. I think that there's a problem with YouTube. The text isn't loading. I'm not seeing that, Ozan. Is everyone else having issues? Not that I could fix it anyway, but I'm not seeing that. Oh, yeah, yes. Hey, Cindy G. 54321 grounding technique is what Tommy was talking about. It works. That is so cool. I really admire that about Tommy. I love how much he knows about recovery and sobriety. That's so cool. I assumed that was some kind of a technique that I don't know about, that I wasn't in on. Andrew, yes, they charge a lot. Absolutely. Thank you, Ruth Ann. Okay, everybody else said it's working okay. Maybe refresh your browser. Hey, Tara. I love your channel because I love your chat and you. It's like having friends. A lot of us don't have a BFF anymore. Me too. This is always a safe place to go for me, at least. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I agree with that. It's like when you open the dryer and there's only one sock and you can't find its partner. That's what we are. We're just a bunch of lonely socks on this channel, and we found each other. And that's how I feel. I'm like, everybody says that, by the way. Everybody says that to me, either in here or after the show, or they private message me and go, your channel is literally like sitting around with a bunch of friends. Like, I feel like I'm just at home, like in my jammies, in good company. That's what it is, but it's real. It's real. And some people don't get it. Some people don't get it. And that's perfectly okay. There's probably hundreds of thousands of other channels to choose from. This isn't going to be for everybody. Hey, Decultified, they don't get it. Their world remains tiny. No growth, no learning. The haters live in a fishbowl. Oh, man, that's a great point. I got to read this. I wrote it down. Hey, Meredith Lynn, paying my sorry I'm late tax. Worth it. Thank you, babe. You never have to pay to do that. I love you. You can't find the sock partner because you probably pooped in it. Oh, my God, Stacey. She's right. Guys, listen to this. I liked this quote. It's not mine. I wrote it down. Avoid people like this. These are the haters. These are the haters right here. And I cannot fucking stand people like this. It's very simple, but let it sink in. Their perspective is the only reality. Their perspective is the only reality that exists. Kathy, I'm so glad to hear that. They live in a fishbowl. The haters are little baby goldfish swirling around in a fishbowl. They don't ever see the real world. They don't get to get out and travel. They get very angry and jealous that I went to LA last week. Anything they can come up with to attack me, it's because they don't leave their fishbowl, right? Their perspective is the only reality. Do you know people like that? I've met so many people like that where it's like they're right fighters. Like, well, that's what it is. It is what it is. That's what's true. My ex-husband was that way. Thank you, Molly. And I would go, what about if you look at it from another angle? Why don't you try to step into their shoes? Why don't you try to look through their eyes? No, I'd rather just argue about it. Hey, Angel K. Yes, Lapis, it does. Yes, of course you do, little redneck. Their perception, their perspective and perception is all that's the reality. Joel Sachs was here yesterday. He lives in South Africa, just Joan, so he's sleeping. This isn't a time for him, but he was here yesterday. I yelled at him, but I was being silly, and then I felt really bad about it. I was talking about my boobs, and he was like, what? I was like, Joel Sachs, pay attention. Poor Joel. He takes a beating sometimes. I love Joel Sachs. Uh, Cindy G, I love that. I cannot stand people, and you know who I mean. There are people out there. What would you call that? What would they lack? If your perspective is the only reality, what are you missing? A lot of things, right? But like empathy, compassion. Thank you, Tennessee girl. That's a nice thing to say. You live, you learn. Life is way too short to waste time on bullshit that you don't know is not true, not worth the time or energy. Exactly. I agree with that. And who the hell goes looking for gossip on people? Gossip? Hey, funky mama. Prayers for your mom. We brought her home from the hospital on hospice yesterday, COPD and lung cancer. Definite prayers for your mom. I love you, babe. And I am sorry. That is a really tough situation. Hospice is amazing, though. And your mother will be in really good hands. She'll be well taken care of. And I'm sorry. Definitely prayers for you, your mom, and your family. Thank you for sharing that with us. Hey, Eric, I hope you had a nice birthday. Anne says all of the above. Empathy, compassion, tolerance for anyone different than they are. Exactly. And that's why my haters are racists and Nazis, right? Like that's why. That's exactly what that means. They live in this tiny fishbowl where they only think about themselves. They only think about their point of view. And yes, Pat Jonas said something about having blinders on. Like they just can't accept that we have a good time over here, that I get paid over here, that I have personal close connections with all of you. They can't accept that because they live in their fishbowl and they are not the type of person that's willing to look through somebody else's lens, filter through a different kaleidoscope, if you will. I do that every time I'm looking at a situation, especially if it's someone I'm not getting along with, or if it's someone who's ugly. I'm like, I think about this even with our haters. You know, these people are severely damaged. And I am not a therapist. I don't diagnose people. Hey, Camden girl, welcome in. Hey, Ruby for Justice. I don't diagnose people, and I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm even talking about, other than these people have got some like really big time, like I'm sure they've been abusive to people. I'm sure there's a lot of victims of them out there. And I'm sure that at one point they were a victim. And these people have got some unhealed stuff that they've got blinders on. They're not willing to look at it. It's easier for them to go hate, don't look at me, hate, misdirect, smoke and mirrors. They don't want to deal with whatever it is that they have going on. I'm okay with admitting my intolerance toward intolerant people. Well, I think that's, hey, Lilac Lime, I think that's appropriate. Do you want to waste time in your life being tolerant of people who are intolerant, especially of white people, black people, Asian people, gay people? Are you fucking crazy? This is 2026. Love you, Nancy. I just can't believe that there's even any kind of person out there that's intolerant, right? Like of someone because of their culture, their background, their skin color, their language. What did they speak? Like, what are you doing? I cannot, like, hey, Kyla, they do. She's right. Hurt people. It's true. But we don't have to be tolerant of that shit. Like, I'm never going to be tolerant of people who are that way. Yeah, Megan Keene, whoever is without sin. So guys, we just label it for what it is. We label it for what it is. We see them for what they are. We see you. There's no confusion to me. Like this is just an easy math equation for me. Like this plus this equals this. When you look at the haters and you see that they're Nazis and racists, it's like, oh, okay, so they don't have any credibility. They're intolerant, they're evil, they're horrible people. They bring nothing to this world. They're literally useless. They're just hate machines. That's all they know how to do is spew hate. Moving on, right? Who cares? Just because a person is hurt does not give them the right to hurt others, right? I could easily be a piece of shit and go, sorry, I was raised in a cult. You just have to deal with it and be tolerant of my really bad behavior that I keep repeating. No. And don't get me wrong. I started out, hey, Laura Beth, good to see you again. I started out on this channel as a mess, shit show mess. I was not a good person. No, Angel K. They're just it's constant. That's all I was getting at. Um, right, Rachel Sandy. I came out of here just being a full-blown Scientologist. I was not a good person. I say this all the time. If you come out of Scientology, you have to work to be a good person. I already went into it, Martin. The topic was the Scientology stuff and addressing this, right? On YouTube, you are just money for the haters. Oh, Tara, they probably get paid more than I do, I'm sure, because Scientology's paying them, but they also cash in on views, right? So yeah, they probably get paid more than I do. Worst question: did you ever meet Tom Cruise? No, thankfully I did not. Provin G. I met. Thank you for your super chat. I met John Travolta, Isaac Hayes. Never met Tom Cruise. I don't give a crap about famous people. I never have. You didn't know better. You had to learn. You had to humble yourself and learn what's right and what's wrong. I did. And that also is. Do I have some note on that? What you just said jogged something. I don't know. I feel like I had a note about what you just said. It made me think of something and I don't know what it is. The only other thing I'd like to say, how many of you like Mel Robbins or know who she is? I'm a big fan of Provenji. I'm a big fan of Mel Robbins. And I heard this say, and it's just a few seconds, and I think it applies to what we're saying, but now I kind of forgot. Yes, Martin, I did actually.
Be who they are. Let people be who they are. Let them think what they're going to think and resist the urge to control them or change them or be upset with them when they don't meet my expectations. I'm a more compassionate person. I feel more peaceful. I hope as you've used the let them theory, part of what you can reflect on is let people be who they are. Let them think what they're going to think and resist the urge to control them or change them or be upset with them when they don't meet my expectation.
I absolutely love that. That's part of what we're talking about. Yeah, Laura Beth. But letting people be who they are, place people where they belong, and don't try to control them, right? And again, it's very peaceful and freeing to just go, let people be wrong. Let people be wrong. It doesn't matter. I swear I made a note that I wanted to read. Well, I like this. I don't know where the hell I got this, but I wrote this down the other day. Real peace doesn't need a microphone. I like that too. And you can interpret that in a lot of different ways. That can apply to you in a lot of different ways. But I like that because Travolta is a huge Scientologist. Yeah, he has been for decades. Don't feel stupid, Ruby. Yes, Camden Girl, she's amazing. Real peace doesn't need a microphone. And what I mean by that is exactly what she just said and what I was just saying. These people bark, 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 like anybody. We've all experienced that. And what's our initial reaction? React in some way. I didn't say that. I didn't do that. That's not true, right? I have to prove you. I have to prove myself now that I didn't do that. Real peace doesn't need a microphone. I don't give a shit. Say it again. Like, I don't care. And I know I'm harping on this at this point, but I'm hoping that it helps somebody else. That's the only reason I kind of get deep when I get into the haters and I talk about this, because I know that a lot of people reach out to me privately and behind the scenes about they're being bullied, their kid is being bullied, all of those things. So I really try to kind of harp on this once we get on this topic, because I want it to help somebody else. I love that. I try to tell those in my life that ask, if you can predict the behavior, why are you mad at the person for being themselves? You can't change them. I love that, Cindy G. I love that. It's the same thing I was saying the other day. If predicting behavior is also setting an expectation, and then they don't meet the expectation or behavior that you predicted for them, right? And then you're disappointed. That's your fault, not theirs. You have to meet people where they're at, not where you're going to predict where they're at. Not where the expectation that you hold is in your freaking mind, right? You have to meet people where they're at. You have to accept people for where they're at. Stop expecting people to change. Stop thinking like, I can't believe they reacted that way. You should believe it because you don't live in their head and you cannot predict anybody's behavior, to be quite honest. Someone said in our chat the other day, it was such a powerful comment. She said, been married like 41 years and you still don't really know a person. Bingo, it's true. When I predict or expect Tommy to do something and he doesn't do it, I have learned that is not his fault. I should not feel let down. That is me. I'm hurting myself by doing that, right? That's how I see that anyway. I've had so many haters in my lifetime. I think I'm immune to them. Good for you, Camden girl. Yeah. And people don't change unless they want to. Like, someone said to me the other day, like, but the only thing, so we says this. I have a hard time with some of these like absolutes like this one. And I agree with this. Behavior is truth. How many of you agree with this? What we just said, once a person shows you who they are, believe them. 99% of the time, I agree with that. But I have people who have come to me and said, like, I'll be open with you right now. I have someone that said to me the other day, it's a friend that I haven't talked to in a long time. And they said, what's with you and Tommy? And I was like, oh, things are great. And this person was like, well, you've seen their behavior. Like, that's not going to change. You guys just can't make it work. You guys just can't get along. You guys just can't, you just can't, right? I get it. I get it right here. Once a person shows you who they are, believe them. Yes. But I have made so many changes in the last 3 years on myself. I'm seeing a therapist. I've worked on me. I've grown. I've adopted new behaviors that I'm like, I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to be a Scientologist. I have just chiseled away at like who I was. I ask myself on the daily, is that me? Is that my behavior or is that what Scientology told me I am? So I've made massive changes. So it's a little unfair, in my opinion, to hold somebody to a version of who they were. Because when people change, they do it because they want to. They do the work on themselves. And that's what I was going to say, Cindy. Tommy has changed before our very eyes. Now, you don't have to agree with me on this. I am his spouse. I know this. He has changed so much. And I think it's unfair to hold people to some place of accountability where it's like, yeah, but behavior doesn't change. This is a pattern. You're right. Most of the time, that's true. And what Mel Robbins says is this. You can make someone a cup of coffee. You can make somebody laugh. You can make them scrambled eggs. You cannot make a person change. Agree 100% with that. There's no way around that. There's no wiggle room on that. That's true. You can't change a person. How many of us have gone back to a toxic, abusive relationship hoping he's going to change or she's going to change? Sorry. And they don't. That was my ex-husband. He chose not to change, right? Laura Beth, I love turquoise. This is from a place in Charleston called Theodosia, like Theo and then Doja, Dosia. Love their website. They go look at their gemstones. It's amazing. But I'm being very passionate about this because I get it. In any other time, she would have been right. That would have been, you would have hit the nail on the head if you would have been like, Jeff is never going to change. That's my ex-husband. You'd be right. And why would you be right? Because he wasn't even willing to look at any other viewpoint. He had his only perspective and that was it. He was in a fishbowl. Jeff was not willing to change. Jeff made it clear. I am right. You are wrong. You're an idiot and you're an uneducated Scientologist. And I have the keys to the universe. Dude wasn't willing to look through my eyes, wasn't willing to look through your eyes. Nobody. He had his feet planted and he wasn't moving. Tommy is not that. He has changed so much. Hey, Tashbits. He has evolved. And you see it. You see it. There's no avoiding it. You see it. He has learned and just shifted and moved just like I have. We're chipping away at this shit. We're getting it off of us. But both of us have a huge, massive, traumatic background of crap. Like I often think Tommy's is way worse than mine. He's been a drug abuser for years. He was a criminal, and he's not those things anymore. Stop fucking holding people to who they were. He isn't. I even get mad at him when he goes, I'm just a criminal. You're not. You did your time, and you're not. That would be me going, I'm just a Scientologist at heart. No, I'm not. I used to say that. If you remember, I used to say that. I know. So you're right, Cindy. You shouldn't compare that stuff. Happy anniversary. I love that. Today, my husband and I celebrate 38 years. We've had to make a lot of compromises in our life. And that's the other thing I love about being on the internet. People love to send me emails and go, but Tommy did this, but you did this. Oh, you guys did that in your marriage too, just so you know. It's just not public and on YouTube. I love how people try to hold like mistakes to me. It's like, oh, I'm sure you and your fucking husband are just top quality. And you've never had a fight. You've never had a disagreement. You've never had an outburst. Bullshit. I love how people try to hold me accountable to like, but there was that one time that you guys, well, right. You just know that because you saw it online. Imagine if I walked through your memory lane, right? Let's stroll down your past. You tell me everything. Oh, you won't? Because it's private. Yeah. We're both incredibly flawed. I don't know what the future holds, but I know that he is such a better person today than he was a year ago. And so am I. And if you're going to hold us to, but you were this 2 years ago, then fuck off. You don't believe in growth. You don't believe in change. That's sad, but I'm not in that situation. I'm not stuck in that fishbowl, right? Bada bing, you're still here. You both came from different worlds, but you also both came from a lot of trauma. It takes work. That shit doesn't go away. And I say this all the time. Nobody's coming to save you. I have to fix myself. I came from a horrible place in Scientology. Right? I came from a horrible, I was abusive just like the rest of them. Like we were all the same. I've had to work on myself to not be that way anymore. I've seen people and met tons of people who are resistant to change, who are not willing to look at what they're guilty of, who are not willing to take accountability. Tommy is none of those things, and I am not either. When I first started my channel, I was an absolute shit show of a human being. Hey, Angie Mo, I was a horrible human being. I didn't know who I was. I was super emotional. I felt like I was still half in Scientology and half out, meaning like I still had Scientology roots, meaning you couldn't trust me. And I could have stabbed you in the back potentially. I'm not that person anymore. Don't hold me to that version of me. People actually do change. I think people who say like, well, he's still this, or people don't change. That's because they don't change. And they're used to being around tons of people who are not willing to change. They're the same fucking people decade after decade. I can't imagine that. I have to do better. I have to get better. I am dedicated to being a better mom. Not there yet. Every day, right? Yes, Andrew B. But if you're just going to hold me to the version of who I was when Huxley was 4, and you're like, but you were a Scientology mom, you would be accurate. But I'm not now. And I'm working on it every day. And I see a therapist. What the fuck are you doing? Right? Like, why are you so focused on me? I forgot, because being paid by Scientology to attack me and discredit me. That's all they're doing. It's a hate campaign. It's a smear campaign. Planting seeds of doubt. That's what they do. People do evolve. Not all of them. Some remain lost at sea forever. Some become lighthouses. Sometimes people do grow strong, and they are strong enough to become a lighthouse in the night for people in the dark. And some just stay in their boats floating around lost forever. I'm not trying to be that. Tik Tem Nosaram, interesting. Your stream last night totally changed my view of Scientology. I used to think it was a weird sci-fi money scam. Now I see, if you save even one child, you have changed the world. What a beautiful thing to say. And that's why I keep saying we've got to keep talking about this stuff. As much as it's redundant to a lot of you, you're like, I've heard this story and it's sad and it's triggering. This is such a good point. I want to use my voice more for Scientology than ever. And I am healing at high speeds by talking about it. When I say healing, I mean, I'm getting my power back. That's what I was saying earlier, and I don't feel like I covered that enough. Thank you, Stacy. I love you, babe. Until last night was the first time I told that story. And I think it was the first time I didn't cry when I talked about my dad. It's like I'm getting power. I feel stronger telling that story. And that's such a good thing. I always felt shaky when I would tell it. I felt small. I would cry through all those parts. And now hey, Deb Unfiltered, now I'm starting to feel stronger as I tell that story. Like they don't own me. And I didn't turn out to be this evil person they said I was. I'm not this fuck up of a human being. Excuse my language. Thinking Reese needs different wording for that. I remember back then, and you struggled to find your voice, and you did it in front of a camera. Impressive. Cindy G, thank you. And honestly, girl, I'm really happy to have you over here. I've always enjoyed you on the boat, and I appreciate you coming over here. All of you. That's a great point. If you were a Scientology mom, you wouldn't have let him believe in Jesus. Yeah, that's true. And life is what you make it. If you were a Scientology mom, you wouldn't have let him believe in Jesus. Yeah, I like that a lot. It's true. And life is what you make it. I want to play this real quick. I don't know who this guy is, but I like him too. And this is about 10 seconds. And there's a key part of this that I would just want to say real quick because I like it and it pertains to our topic tonight and just about the haters. Haters are found on, love you, Megan Keene. And Megan, that's what I want to say in a second. Haters are found on all channels, even those that has nothing to do with Scientology. Oh my God, they have haters on like knitting channels. Haters are everywhere. The point to my haters, love you too, Provenji, are they're being paid specifically by Scientology to make this shit up and discredit everything about me. They want you guys to go, I really like Reese, and then find a video where Reese is a child abuser and a scammer and a grifter and a con artist so that you can go, I thought I liked Reese, but she's horrible. I saw this video about her, right? Thank you, Bada Bing. That's the goal. They're failing at that miserably because it's not true. Talking about it is the opposite of what Scientology made you do. It is, and it is very healing, and they don't want me talking about it. So if you guys realize the hate's probably going to get louder, there's probably going to be more channels that come out against me. There's going to be more receipts, proof, and documentation that she isn't who she says she is. She's not a victim, whatever it is. They're going to turn up the volume on it because they're mad. They do not want me sharing this story. I love you, Diana H. Jumping to conclusions. I liked this for just a second. Oh, all right, that sucks. Hold on. It's playing these are Facebook Reels. It's playing a Walt Disney World commercial. Little redneck? Yeah, I get that. Everybody has haters, guys. I'm not special. I'm just getting the ones that are paid.
You can only control how you react to someone else's energy. That changes everything. None of you really...
When you realize you only control how you react to someone else's energy, changes everything. This is what I want you to hear.
Know why
none of you really know.
Realize you can only control how you react to someone else's energy. That changes everything.
Right here.
None of you really know why someone's doing something. You've made up a narrative to why they're doing something. For example, why...
So that's what I wanted to say. None of us ever know anything. You've made up a narrative to why they are the way they are. And that's something I just really want to practice and focus on more, because I will even do that in my own mind. Like I will predict someone, or I will make up a narrative as to why someone's doing something. Even our haters, like they're loser pieces of shit. I mean, that's true, but that's the narrative I have made up for why they are the way they are. They're being paid. That's another something to take into account. But underneath all of that, it's not like we do pretty good, right? Like I'm a happy person. I'm way happier than I've ever been. You couldn't call me tonight and go, I'll give you $10 million if you become a hater and start doing hate. No way. Because there's such a, hey, Leah, there's such a bigger price to pay than it's worth. It eats at your soul. It's demonic. It's evil. It's horrific. You could never, ever convince me to do something like that. It takes an evil person who's been through major trauma to go in on the daily and hate someone. Hey, Claire, for no reason that you've never met. I could never do it. But I think it's still fair to say no one knows why anybody does anything. You've made up a narrative as to why people do what they do. And I think that's something you should zoom out on and just focus on that for your daily life, right? Jen, I love you, Jen Finberg, and thank you. Sending peace and love. Keep glowing and growing. I love that message, and thank you for super chatting that, babe. Do you get what I'm saying? I think it's important to remember that, because a lot of us make assumptions. And I love what Robin Williams said. You don't really know what a person is going through. Like me, you know what I'm going through, because I'm not private and I'm not quiet, right? If I have a problem, like I started the stream saying I'm depressed about something. I've been eating cups of noodles too much, and I think I'm gaining weight. And I didn't realize that Tommy was like, oh yeah, babe, that's a lot of sodium. And I was like, oh my God, that's why I'm so fat lately. I had no idea. Hey, Mary Krause. It's okay, babe. I'm just glad you're here. My point is, back to the point. I don't care about the cup of noodles, although they're delicious. My point is, focus on that a little more. You don't know what somebody's going through. So, we're quick to jump to conclusions. We're quick to judge people when we're out in public and assume the worst or whatever it is. You're making up a narrative for that. You really don't know. That's my only point, is like, I try to really remind myself of that, is like, I don't know. I think I know, but we really don't know. And people are super complicated. People are and some are very private. Some put on a smile, or, right, they would never share with you what's really eating at them. That's all. It had nothing to do with really anything, but I wanted to say that. You kept your son out of their courses. You protected him from the cult. You answered his questions about family. I don't believe you were a Scientology mom. Cindy, thank you. They say I am, but thank you. Who cares what they think? Exactly, Kyla. I agree with you, Reese. There's absolutely something wrong with people, remember, who take money to pay others. I don't understand hate because I feel it's a waste of energy. It's a total waste of energy. Water retention is not fat. Oh, Alicia, you're still here. Happy birthday again to Alicia. I love that woman so much. Happy birthday, babe. Happy birthday. I hope it was wonderful. If only everyone cared more for other people's feelings. Yes. I wish we did. I wish we were more open about that. Hey, Run the World. I wish we were more open about that and understanding. And I mean, me too. I can be quick to judge. I can be, thank you, buddy, East Coast. Welcome in. Quick to judge. No, J-Pop, my tattoos are just a few months old. I had tattoos. I didn't have that many tattoos in Scientology, but no, these are just a few. The bigger ones in my arms are just a few months old, but welcome in, J-Pop. You just don't know. And we spin narratives and we assume we know, but we don't. That's all. I want to leave you with that, because I just think that's never a bad thing to consider, right? It's never wrong. Caroline, welcome back, girl. Kindness is free. I know we spout all this shit, right? For some people, it goes in one ear and out the other. But when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And I really want to practice that more and more and more, is that you don't really know. You just think you know. You've created a narrative in your head, but you don't really know what someone's going through. The first time anyone has ever responded to one of my comments, you have my heart. Oh, shit, girl. First of all, you're really cute. Secondly, chat. Can you guys explain? I was just to say, Yadira said she chats with everyone. I love you too, little redneck. J-Pop, I hope you stick around forever. The whole purpose of this show, just so you know, is to engage with this audience. So I hope we're your people, because you will be called on in this class a lot, J-Pop, because I love connecting with you guys. And I always say this, the audience is the guest every night. The audience is our guest. Hey, Archie's mom. So J-Pop, if you like engaging like me, you're my girl, because I love engaging with people. I love getting your point of view on things. I love learning about you. So please stick around and subscribe. I wasn't, hey, user not home. Cute dog. And no question or comment is ever stupid. I agree with that, Pat. I wasn't ever in Scientology, but I learned how not to feel anything after many years of abuse from many men in my life from the time I was very young. That is absolutely horrific. And thank you for sharing that. That was big of you to say that. It was very vulnerable of you to say that. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry that that happened to you. Reese doesn't talk at us. She talks with us. Thank you for saying that. It's true. Bada Bing, I love you. Thank you for the stream. I never watched The Sopranos. My name is what I say after a joke. That's hilarious. There's a strip club in The Sopranos called the Bada Bing. Everybody says that. Look at, I know Carol Ann just did it too. She's like, damn, Reese, I was on the phone with my dad. I thought you'd be done. You know, it's so weird. It makes me think of when my mom goes, do you think you'll ever run out of things to talk about on your channel, Reese? I'm like, hi, I'm Reese. Have we met? No, Diane. That's why I call you the nervous system whisperer. Oh my God, Kyla, that's the cutest thing I've ever heard in my life. Who said that? I love you too, Ozan, my Turkish friend. Have we heard from Taylor Miller? Marianne, yes. Yes, Ghostwriter. Hey, Brock. Taylor Miller is doing okay. She checked in with us yesterday. She had to have amniotic fluid, I think, taken from her. They had to like drain some amniotic fluid, if my memory serves correct. There was a lot of people in the chat, but she came in and checked in with us and said she's probably going to deliver her baby at 36 weeks, excuse me. And I said, that's better than where we were at. Nothing, let's calm down. And also, I had Huxley at 38 weeks. It's still better than where we were. So yes, she checked in with us and gave us an update. I'm glad that you asked. See, this is what I mean. This is a real community. Have we heard from Taylor Miller? This is exactly what I mean. Today's Alicia's birthday. Like, we actually give a shit about these people. They're our friends. So J-Pop, you can't leave. Mods, quick, lock the doors. Oh, hi, Reese. I'm Mad the Drop Bear. Welcome in. So kind. Nice meeting you, my friend. Your mom really doesn't know who I think sometimes my mom doesn't know who I am. Armine. Prayers for Armine and Rafi, her husband. Damn, Rain. That sucks. That's a long ass time, girl. With everything that's been going on, you're the only person I listen to. Watch any of the other channels I usually check during the day. So I wanted you to know this community is what keeps me sane. I love you. Armine, I love you. I thought of you today. I think of you every day. I just don't always reach out. I sent Armine a picture and video today of Gertie just to try to cheer her up. Thank you, Armine, and I love you. Yes, that's true. J-Pop, I'm not going anywhere, Reese. I love it. She's locked and loaded, guys. Look at that. I love it. I love the new people. I love all the people who have been with me forever too, guys. Don't feel left out. But I have to say, like, getting all of these new people just puts so much excitement into my life. Hey, Raspberry Beret, it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to know you guys. It's an honor to meet you guys. I love you, and I can't wait to know more about you if you're willing to share. This is a great channel for connection, and I hope that you'll come back. Please, Lil Redneck, yes, you are. Please hit subscribe because YouTube does unsubscribe you, believe it or not, and hit the like button. We love it, Original Ann. We love the new people. And Alicia, happy birthday again. Alicia's very special to this channel. She's a very close friend of mine. I love her so much. She was so over the top kind to me last week. She got me out of so many pickles. Like, I wouldn't have known what to do. And Alicia was like, I told her this in her car. I was literally like scrambling. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. Alicia was like, boop, solution. She was like, boop, solved your problem. Boop, here, have some truffle cheese. Here's some gummy bears. Literally, like, if I were a lesbian, I'd be all over her. Like, look out. Sadly, I'm afraid of my own vagina, and I'm just afraid I couldn't look at yours either. But it's not against your vagina, nor is it against my vagina. I'm just afraid of vaginas. But I guarantee you we could live together in a very platonic way. No question. Like, I would want to live with Alicia. I just made that weirder than it meant to be. I didn't mean to. This is one of the reasons I don't have a lot of friends. There's not a lot else to say about that. And Alicia's cringing in a corner right now, shaking her head. But I don't take it back. I meant what I said. I'll say it again. Run the world. I missed it all again. I'll have to go back and be part of the replay crew. Okay, well, you paid to say that, and that's what's important, right? And I love you, Run the World, and thank you for your $20. It means everything to me. But also, thank you and shout out to the replay crew. Hey, Hope. Lupita, happy birthday, Alicia. That is so sweet. And thank you for being a member. Yeah, I've fallen in love with who? Jutta? What a weird name. Girdam? What a powerful woman. So see, you get it. I am not a lesbian, but we love lesbians. Alicia says, I am afraid of all vagina. And now you too, Reese. And she's at the police station right now filling out paperwork for a restraining order as we speak, probably on her damn birthday. Yeah, no, Alicia, I love her. I just can't. I love lesbians. We got a lot of them in this chat. Diana H, Jojo, Katie did it. Where you at, my lesbian ladies? We are power to the lesbians. However, vaginas and taints give me the creeps. I can't do it. I get very frightened by them. I don't know what to do with them. And I've said this 100 times. You don't want me to be a lesbian. You don't want me to be your lesbian partner. I know that I'm getting more and more into the weeds here and it's getting worse. This happens sometimes when we get to the end of a stream. I'm just telling you right now, I would get near your vagina and I would be like, what is that? It moved. I'd be like, what is that? I don't have one of those. Why does yours look like that? I would introvert the shit out of you. You would never want to be in a relationship again. So I just want to try to make you feel better about it, that I love you, Alicia, but it's platonic. I could have just started. I probably should have just said that. See, this is why my mom always said, like, you're not going to be for everybody, Reese. Like, this is why I got in trouble in Scientology all the time. This is why George Carlin raised me, because I can't be around people. So I just sit here in my little trailer office and I talk to the world on YouTube, because honestly, you don't want to fucking know me. This was horrible. I feel so bad for Alicia. I'm going to send her a text after and be like, I'm sorry. And it'll be like, your number has been blocked by this individual. And I'll be like, oh my God. The wind sock. It was a wind sail. Vaginas are so creepy. They're weird. And I'm not vagina shaming. They're just weird. I mean, it's not body shaming if it's true. They're weird. All right, I need to stop now. Mods, why aren't you telling me to stop? You're literally paid for this. They're not. Abigail, I can't believe you're still here. I apologize for all the new people who now hit unsubscribe. It was nice meeting all of you. Why are they? The penis is weird too. The penis is weird, but it's something that I'm used to. Thanks, Liz Tricks. Damn you, dear. There you are. Geez, you're a little late. Susan, come on, guys. TikTok, okay? Thank you, Susan Cook. Shelly's like, we try. There's no stopping that train. We learned long ago. Abigail, I'm sorry that you had to sit through this. I'm sorry to everyone that I just offended, and to all the vaginas out there, I apologize, but you don't want me near the thing. I'm telling you right now. I would laugh at it. I would point at it. I would bully your vagina. Like, we'd have to come up with like a foundation. We'd have to start a charity for vagina bullying. Anyway, neither here nor there. Let's read this scripture, shall we? Boy, that got weird. I'm sorry for everyone who left. Hey, Laszlo. Well, West Coast Fancy Nancy's like, I'm not offended. Of course you're not offended. You live in my head. You've been here for 3 years. You don't count. You're grandfathered in. You're not even allowed to leave. You're under an NDA and contract. I'm talking to the new people who are like, I am fucking out of here. Like, this bitch is crazy. They're emailing Tommy right now going, I think you made a huge mistake, and here's why. Sorry, Abigail. Peace be with you. This is a good time for a scripture, everybody. Let's switch over to the Lord. Peace be with you, dear brothers and sisters. Yes. And may God, the Father, and the Lord Jesus forgive me. First of all, please forgive me. But also, Christ give you love with faithfulness. May God's grace be eternally upon all. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say, but it came out wrong. And I said something totally different. But Abigail, thank you. That's New Testament, everybody. Please don't leave me. Abigail, thank you for the super chat. You guys know I have attachment disorders and connection problems. If you unsubscribe, it will break my really uncomfortable, cringy heart. I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow, I guess, if you want me to. Bada Bing became a member. That's hilarious. Bada Bing just doubled down. They were like, I'm fucking staying. I like this crazy bitch with her weird ass vagina. Thank you so much, Bada Bing. You warmed me. You warmed my frozen soul a little bit by doing that. Is it just me or does anyone else say, and also with you? I don't know what that means, but it sounds wonderful, Rain. All right, everybody. Thank you for the super chats tonight. Sorry it got weird at the end. I really felt like I was steering the ship and then suddenly we lost control. And that happens sometimes and we just go right into the weeds. Thank you, Ruby. I hope that you'll come back. I love you, Run the World. Thank you. I did. He unblocked you. Thank you for your super chats, guys. Means the world. Cindy G, I hope you come back. I probably scared you right off. But I'll see you on the boat, Cindy G, because you'll be forced to see me over there. But you don't have to come back here. I understand. Mods, lock the doors quick. Yeah, these are my Midwest goodbyes. I love you, Jen. I'm pretty new and I'm not offended. I'm kind of laughing. Carol. Poor Carol. Carol, she's like, you're kind of funny. I don't know. I'll give it another shot tomorrow. And that's it. And then I'm out of here. Love you, Jody Edwards. Okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for being members. Cindy, I hope you come back. Only the Lord knows the answer to that. And Leah, thank you, Leah. I hope you come back. Camden girl, I love you, girl. Bada bing, I mean it. Thank you. I will see everybody tomorrow. Sorry I let you down. It's going to happen pretty much every time. So I can't set any expectations on myself. It's my entire personality is a trauma response. Like, this is just AI at this point. I don't know what to do with my hands. Mods, thanks for protecting us. Sorry I let you guys down. Love you all, and I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do it again tomorrow. It's all we can do. Try our best. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.